Now if it's a party, I'm on slide through. Hey, why me shine with no dime when I slide through? Hey, bitch, I'm elevator high when I slide through. I keep it real, I don't lie. When I slide through. Now if it's a party, I'm on slide through. Why me shine with no dime when I slide through? Hey, bitch,
What's
I'm
happening, home
elevator
team?
high when I slide through. I
Boy,
keep
Black Bear
it real, I don't
coming
lie.
at you
When I slide through.
with another episode
Like I'm
of the
10
Wreck.
feet high, ho,
Hit.
I'm just outstanding. That mean that I can't lie.
sound
Got
kinda
the
shaky
green
on the
next to me, call that shit a standby. It ain't one
I don't know
beat.
if it just sound like that on my end, but I'm gonna stop it because I don't know how to come in because it sounds crazy. So I'm just gonna cut it off. I don't know how it sounded to y'all, but on my end it was chopping like a some bitch. But anyway, hey, this is the Rex Pit. This is your boy Blackberry Rex. That is the big dog, Big Ant. What's happening with you, Big Ant?
What's happening, y'all? Y'all already know. Thursday night fights is going down.
Thursday night fight, baby. Hey, going down like a right hook in the third round. Look, if you're new to the channel, hit that sub button right now. Hit that like button right now. Share this out right now. We gonna give you the goods just the way you like it each and every single week. Now, we got a lot to talk about. We got to talk about the Falcons, got the rookies reporting the training camp. Got to talk about the Hawks a little bit. Got a lot of talk amongst Hawks fans about trade rumors and if rookies are still gonna be here that we just drafted when the season starts. Got a lot to talk about. And of course, we got to talk about how the Braves come back after the All-Star break and they do not look themselves. Some of us may have foretold this, but we're not going to harp on it just yet. First, we got to talk about these rookies reporting the training camp for these Atlanta Falcons. Now, y'all do us a favor in the chat. Give us a thumbs up. Everything work great. I don't know. It could be just on my end. We may be having some technical difficulties with the music, but just to make sure the sound is good, give me a thumbs up in the chat if you're hearing this clearly and sure. And while y'all doing that, we're gonna go ahead and get a roll call started. Ooh, we at these Falcons. Talk about a hot topic. But Prince Kel89, appreciate you for joining us. ATL Leo, as always, appreciate you for being in the building. Bubba Gump, what's happening with you, Bubba Gump? Smooth C78, Terry Lewis, Tales Sports and Gaming, JB, D Coleman, probably out there somewhere on the roof. Y'all watch out. You got the binoculars. And you might have something else too. D Law, Brian Peoples, what's happening? JB, what's up, man? What's happening, man? JB say I'm skipping. I figured someone right. Hey, say that mic going through. Hey, I'll be back. Hey, I'm gonna come in and come back out, y'all. I'm gonna come in and come back out. And
Yo,
I know you had some discrepancies you wanted to talk about with the Hawks. We're gonna get to it towards the end of the show. But real quick, I do want your input on Ricky reporting the training camp. Just tell me what you think about it. I'll be right back.
I mean, I heard Bijan Robinson turning some heads, bro. Like he already, he already looking like he mid season form and stuff, and that, I mean, for him to be, like that already, come on, bro. That just shows me how good, how far he's come from rookie minicamp to now. And then we're going to wait until next week when the vets come in and we're really going to see, how far he's came. But what I'm looking forward to is what our left guard going to look like. That's what I'm looking forward to. They traded up to get this guy, and I want to see, is he gonna take that? Gonna take that spot, or is it not gonna be as as easy, as we think? Like that's the question.
Y'all hear me good? Can you hear me good now? You hear me good?
Good.
All right. Y'all give me that. Y'all let me know what that sound like. So, I hate for you have to repeat yourself, but so that you say the question is what? What's the question? Nah, still bad.
Still bad. Damn. I was just saying how Bijan Robinson came a long way from rookie minicamp to now. And, he's looking like, he's mid-season form, basically. And I'm looking forward to seeing what that left guard position going to look like. Like, is our rookie going to come in and take that spot? Or is who is that, Hennessy? Is he going to hold that spot down? Or, what's it going to be? Now, next week, that's what we're going to be looking for.
Yeah, man. I really think see it's real interesting to me how when we drafted Bijan, a lot of fans questioned the pick. But I'm seeing a lot of fans also still anticipating what this dude is going to be like, what he's going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to make our minds up somewhere. Do we want Bijan Robinson or not? Now, I get it. Whether you want him or not, he's here. Whether you want him or not, he's here. So the question becomes, are you really supporting the team with the Bijan Robinson pick? Or are you hoping that Bijan Robinson is going to give you that electric energy that you was hoping Lamar Jackson would give you? It's just that running back. Because let's be honest, a lot of the fans, that's what they wanted, right? They wanted the electricity. They wanted the excitement that came along with Lamar Jackson at quarterback. They wanted the thrilling runs. They wanted the thrilling plays. The buzz about Bijan Robinson is that he's going to give you the thrills. He's going to give you the hype. He's going to give you the energy, the electricity. They saying I got to fix my mic. I got to see. Y'all just got a new mic, man. Although I done tested this thing out, it was working fine. Now I don't want to work. I might have to go old school with it.
Go old school.
I might have to go old school with it. But I'll ask you real quick before I fix this mic. Ask you this real quick. With the rookies reporting to training camp and with training camp coming up next week on the 25th, I believe. Ain't it the 25th?
I believe so, yeah.
So with training camp coming up, now we've seen the interview with Harry Douglas and John Abraham they had with Calais Campbell, with Jesse
Baby, yeah,
and with John
Smith, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So with training camp coming up, and based off a lot of the discussion that they had on that interview with Calais talking about brotherhood, you got to be there for each other on the team. You got to have respect for one another. If I know I'm gonna go out there and put it all out on the field, I need to know that my teammate is as well. So with him talking about relationships with players and with training camp coming up, and what we already know about this football team based off of what Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot's vision for the team was. Who is it? Who in training camp are you looking to see build some relationship with some veteran guys, some young guys that you looking to see build some relationships with some of these vets?
You know what? I'm looking at that defensive line, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm looking at Timmy Horn. I'm looking at D'Angelo Malone. I'm looking at who? Damn. There's another guy I'm missing. But I'm looking at these guys. Are they going to be able to learn something from Grady? They could learn something from Lorenzo, even Bud. He done been around the block a couple times. Even Calais. Are they going to be able to learn from these guys? Sit down and go over, scheme and what you're going to do if they do this. And, if they're in this type of coverage, okay, we're going to do this. And are you going to be able to, decipher what you can do off of that? That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. For me, it's this defensive group. I want to see a lot of the young guys. I want to see the young guys who we pretty much put a pinpoint on as far as they can have a solid they could be a solid factor on this defense. The guys like AK-47, like on every kid, the guys like Troy Anderson, the guys like Taquan Graham. I want to see guys like them. I want to see them getting with these veteran guys on this defense and being attached to their hip every single day out of training camp. I want to see that they are putting the attention on becoming better by getting wisdom from these veteran guys like Grady Jarrett and Calais and Onyemata. I want to see them picking the brains of guys like even Caden Ellis, who has had some success in the league already. I want to see guys like number 3 getting with Caden Ellis and saying, hey, a lot of what they're going to do with you on this defense, they don't want to get out of me. They're going to try to get out of me as well. What is some things that you do to be successful in the pass rush? What some things you do to be successful in run stopping? I want to see these guys attached to their hip in training camp. When we watch these highlight videos of guys catching routes down the field and breaking for touchdowns and all this stuff, big hits. When we see all that stuff going on during training camp, because it's coming. The Atlanta Falcons, they good for putting out them them hype videos. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm more interested in seeing is the camaraderie that these young guys are gonna have with these veteran guys. So while they telling me I need to fix my mic, I'm sorry, y'all. It was working. It was working.
Yeah.
Before. It was. I done made videos and all and put them out using this mic. I'm gonna get this mic together. But while I'm doing so, let me get you to do this for me, Ant. We talk about Bijan Robinson a lot. When I say we, I'm talking like the fan base, not us, but the fan base. They talk about Bijan a lot. It's two guys. Well, really three if you're not just counting players, but coaches as well. Arthur Smith, Bijan Robinson, and Ritter. Desmond Ritter.
Yep.
Then the main talking points. Then the main three talking points amongst the fan base, hell, amongst the media, period.
Everybody,
Them three guys. That's it. That's all everybody want to focus on is those three guys. So I'm curious. I want to pick your brain a little bit here, and I'm curious. If all the focus amongst the fan base is just on them three guys, shouldn't that mean that the rest of this team should not be that good? Shouldn't that mean that whatever's going on outside of them three dudes, the rest of the team must not be very good? Because that's who all everybody. It's like that. It's like everybody saying that. It's like what everybody saying is this team's success is going to be predicated upon Arthur Smith play calling, Desmond Ritter's play, and Bijan Robinson giving you that dynamic play that everybody's looking for.
Yep.
So, just what is it? What's something that they're missing that we can help them elaborate? That we can elaborate on. What's something that they're missing that we can give them about this team that clearly they don't want to pay no attention to?
You know what? Because I see this trending on not on Facebook, on Twitter all day long, every single day. They swear up and down that we do not have a quality wide receiver too. And now, yes, we have Bijan, but I want y'all to pay attention to who we picked up and who we brought back. We signed Scotty, which he is one of the fastest wide receivers in the league. And he's one of the best blocking wide receivers in the league. 2, Matt Hollins. This guy is tall as hell. And with that height, he can go up and get the ball. We're no longer the Oompa Loompas. 3, we brought back Cordell Hodge. Now, what he showed me last year, he got heart. He'd go across that middle with ease. And he could play special teams.
Yeah, he was a good special teams player. Let's see. I think a lot of those moves go under the radar.
Yep.
When it comes to identifying players on the team and what their role is on the team, I think a lot of that does go under the radar. It's just like how what was the long snapper we had for like years? He was like, I can't remember his name, but he was like the best long snapper in the league for years. He was very important to the special teams unit, and players like that go under the radar. Players like Felipe Franks. So, not people look at Felipe Franks and look at that he's listed as quarterback, and they start immediately saying, "We got to get rid of Felipe Franks. He's trash garbage.
They throw him for the yeah.
We can't use Felipe Franks at quarterback. You might not be able to use him at quarterback unless you have to and don't have no choice. But he's a damn good special teams guy.
Right.
Josh Harris. That's
it. Appreciate it, Brian Peoples.
Appreciate you, Brian Peoples. Yeah, I know how I am with names. I'm terrible with names. Terrible with names. Y'all know that. I don't even remember my name half the damn time. I'm terrible with names. But Josh Harris was one of the best. He was probably the best long snapper in the league for a long time. He made Pro Bowls and all, a long snapper. But we don't look at players like him and be like, man, that dude played a valuable role with this team, making sure opponents got the perfect snap that they needed to put the ball in the right place.
Right.
Y'all, has anybody ever thought about this? The Falcons have always had a really good punt team.
That is true.
They've always had a really good punt team. Part of that reason being is because you had Josh Harris snapping the ball. He was reliable. You knew he was going to put the ball right every single time. Things like that go under the radar. It's understanding the aspects of football. It's understanding the aspects of football outside of skill positions and quarterbacks. It's understanding how the game has to be operated, not just from a quarterback standpoint, but the operations of football it can be very complex, but at the same time, it's not hard to understand. Every player plays a role. Every position plays a role. Every position has its own amount of importance. I talked about this yesterday morning, about how the team around the quarterback is just as important, if not more important, than the quarterback position itself. Don't get me wrong. Position-wise, the quarterback position is the most important position on the field. I'm not disputing or debating that whatsoever. It's undoubtedly the most important position on the field. But if we're talking about in general, if we're talking about as a whole, it's just one position. So if anybody watched my video yesterday, I inquire you all to go watch it. I used the 2006 Chicago Bears as an example. Do you all know who the quarterback for the 2006 Chicago Bears was? I'm gonna see if some people down in the chat know who the quarterback was for the 2006 Chicago Bears.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Who was the quarterback? Here's a little trivia for y'all. Who was the 2006 Chicago Bears quarterback? Who's their starting quarterback? You can cheat. You can use Google.
Can I give him a hint, Blackberry?
Give him a hint.
He went to. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't that guy. He went to a school in the SEC.
He did go to a school in the SEC. B. Coleman, Kyle Orton was on the team, and he was on the team, but he ain't played that damn game in 2006.
Jim, man, hold on, Silas. Silas, sorry, sorry. Sorry. you trolling, bro. I know you trolling.
damn, Jim, man. Damn, how old is
Goodness.
Jim, man, would have been like 50 some years
Bruh.
old playing quarterback. Probably older than that. Brian Peoples got it. There it is.
Yes, it is. There it is.
Rex Grossman was the quarterback for the 2006 Chicago Bears. Does anybody know what the 2006, how far the 2006 Chicago Bears made it that season?
Brian Urlacher and the boys.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
OG triple O. G.
Yeah.
What's up with you, Sam?
I heard you say 2006 Bears. We talking about Brian Urlacher and Rex Grossman at quarterback and couldn't put up one touchdown to win the goddamn Super Bowl.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Tom. Yes.
Yeah. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the 2006 Chicago Bears made a Super Bowl appearance with Rex Grossman as their starting quarterback.
Yes.
Now, before I elaborated on it further, because I talked about it yesterday on the video, I'm glad we got you here, Sam, because I'm sure we can pick that thesaurus of a brain of yours, that history book of a brain of yours. And can you remind everybody just exactly what the offense for the 2006 Chicago Bears looked like in 2006?
It was a rain game with Rex Grossman at quarterback. And mind you, this ain't Chicago Bears offensive unit. They made it to the Super Bowl. I think they were scoring what? I think they were 15 points a game.
No, actually, they were actually. I want to say they were second in the league in points. They averaged like 27.
Wait a minute. That was that Devin Hester year. Yeah, that was that Devin Hester year.
Oh yeah, you come around to it. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Yeah. That was that Devin Hester year. And the run game, special teams in the run game, punt return, kick return, and the run game, and that defense. Correct, Roadman was hot ass,
garbage, straight garbage shoot.
So,
your defense held Peyton Manning to 7 fucking points in the damn Super Bowl, and you could score one touchdown to win it.
And when Peyton Manning league MVP in 2006?
What? I believe so.
I gotta look it up, but I think he was. I think Peyton was. I think they had the best offense in. Actually, no.
Yeah. Marvin, Reggie, Dallas Clark. Was that Adrian James at running back?
Yeah, Adrian James was running back.
He sure was. Yeah.
I'm talking about we talking about guys that's at the peak of their career, guys that at the pinnacle of their career, and couldn't score but 7 points against a Chicago defense that had pretty much, along with special teams, had paved the way for the Chicago Bears to make that Super Bowl appearance. Now, I'm putting this in context for y'all. Rex Grossman in that 2006 Chicago Bears offense, they were 15th in the league in rushing. They were 14th in the league in passing. But They were second in the league in points a game, averaging like 27 or 29 points a game.
Yeah.
Now,
And most of that was special team.
it was special teams
That part.
and defense. Special teams and defense. So defensively, before I get to the probably the biggest reason why they were so good, the defense had 24 interceptions.
Yep.
Had 24 interceptions that season.
Yep.
And they had 27 forced fumbles. Now, they didn't recover in it. I don't know how the hell that happened. I don't know how you
force 27 fumbles and not recover not now one.
It don't recover now. I don't know how that happened. But forced fumbles don't just have it don't just turning the ball over is the icing on the cake with a forced fumble. Forcing a lot of them sacks they had 40 sacks. A lot of them sacks came with forced fumbles.
Mm-hmm.
So when you forcing fumbles, you putting offenses in drastic needs of doing something with the football. So now they playing desperate. Now they got third and longs, fourth and longs, second and longs. So you don't necessarily have to just turn the ball over in order for a forced fumble to affect the game. It affects the game in itself. But 24 interceptions from that Chicago defense, 40 sacks on the season, 27 forced fumbles. They're giving their special teams a one-up with giving the offense short fields they have to run. And the special teams, come on, it was Devin Hester. They had 2 kickoff returns on the season. They had 3 punt returns on the season. Do you know how many punt returns they had for yards? They had over 600 yards in punt returns.
Jesus.
Yes. Devin Hester led the league.
Sure did.
Over 600 yards in punt return yards. That is.
I don't understand why folks kept punting the ball, why they kept kicking the ball to him.
They kept kicking it to him. So
I'm still trying to understand that. In 2006, why did y'all keep kicking the ball to this man?
It didn't make no sense, man. I mean, defensively, they only gave up 15 points a game.
Right.
I mean, this go back to the conversation that we started about a quarterback and a head coach being the sole focus point on what's going to make a team successful. If you want to build, now see this when a front office come in play. If the Chicago Bears had a better front office, they would have kept a lot of those same foundational pieces that made them a good team in 2006. They would have built upon it. Solid defense, solid special team. You got a decent enough run game. It was middle of the pack. It was 15th in the league in rushing. And they probably would have been better in the rushing game if they would have had longer fields to have to go. But they inside their opponent's territory almost every time they take the first snap because of special teams and defense. So when you got a running game, when you got defense, you got special teams. Yeah, a pass game. Everybody loves the excitement of a passing game. But when you have all of those things going well around the quarterback position, around the passing game, it makes the quarterback's job easier, even if he's somebody that ain't that good, like Rex Grossman. But because our front office is want to make sure that game manager that we have at quarterback is reliable, they're looking at a guy like Desmond Ridder to be able to do that. Just you don't mess it up. As long as you ain't messing up, you got the team around you to be successful. DW, my brother from the same mother. What's going on with you, bro?
Oh hell.
Every time I introduce him, they're gonna kick his ass out.
Yeah, kick me out. Hey, send me. I was trying to send something in the private chat. To get into the StreamYard on this laptop, but I needed the password or the code that it had sent.
Oh,
I ain't know if you couldn't still see your phone.
I put it in the private chat. When you do the login on your laptop, just send it to my email, and I give you the code.
It should have sent already.
Email in the private chat. You sent it out already? All right, I look for it. But hey, while I got you here though, we're talking about training camp. We're talking about the pieces around the quarterback right now. How important is it, the pieces around the quarterback, than it is for the quarterback himself to be this superstar quarterback?
For him to be the superstar quarterback, or a star quarterback in our situation, because for our situation, Ritter don't have to be no superstar, but he just needs to be a star. He needs to be, to put it simple, he needs to be what Jimmy G should have been in that for a Super Bowl. To put it frank, Jimmy G can make he was supposed to make all the right throws, check down when he put check down. Well, minus the legs, because Jimmy G don't really run like that. But basically, be able to make the right decisions at the right times and don't fuck up the goddamn game for everybody. It's simple as that. Don't do what Dak Prescott do. Let's say that. Don't do what Dak do. Put that on a shirt. Don't get your team down the field and still goddamn lose the game.
I'm gonna do it better for you. I want to compare him to what Jimmy G. I would say he needs to do. We expect him to be like 2013 Russell Wilson. All right, you know the Seahawks. They had beast mode, and they had a defense. Yeah. So we done did a lot of investment in our defense, and we got a run game. That's all we really need him to be. We just need him to be somewhat of a 2013 Russell Wilson.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. A 2013 Russell Wilson. And what was that?
I put that code in the chat, in the private chat. It look like you need. I put that code in the private chat.
Yeah, I got it.
But hey, yeah, that's good. That's actually a real good example, Don. Russ Wilson didn't have to do much. He handed the ball off, and he relied on his defense and his special teams. He didn't have to do a whole lot. Here's a good question. Since everybody's so focused on why us having a number 2 receiver, who was the number 2 receiver for the Seattle Seahawks that season?
Don't worry, we'll wait.
No, we talking about 2013 Seahawks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Percy Harvin was on that team.
I think Golden Tate was on there too.
Percy, Golden Tate.
They had Doug Baldwin, because Doug Baldwin was a rookie. Percy Harvin.
Doug Baldwin.
Jermaine Kearse. They had Jermaine Kearse. They had Lockett. They had Golden Tate, and they had Brian Walters.
Damn, I haven't even heard a number one receiver yet. Not unless you want to call Percy Harvin a number one and a number two. Because that's basically what he was used as. They used him for everything. As a matter of fact, that sounds a whole lot like the receiving group that the Kansas City Chiefs got right now.
Sure.
That's exactly what it sounds like. The man got a burner in who I wanted out the draft from what the boy name was that came from. He played at Florida, was in New York, and transferred over there like late in the season.
You talking about this past draft?
No, I gotta look him up now.
He was a receiver.
Yeah, and he over there at Kansas City. They didn't like him over there. Yeah, they didn't like him over there.
You talking about Nicole Hart?
No, I ain't talking about Nico. He just got in the league like 3 years ago, 2 to 3 years ago.
Tony. Talking about Tony.
Yeah, Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, JB. That's Tony.
Yeah, because he was in the same draft
Tony
with Kyle Pitts. Yeah, he was in the same draft with he was in the same draft with Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Kadarius Toney. Thank you, JB and D. Coleman. The Kadarius Toney is like what, aside from the injuries, because he can catch and he's fast. Now, route running could be more crisp, but he's fast and he can catch. The man, I compare him to what Baltimore got in this year's draft. The receiver they got.
You talking about Xavier
Flowers?
Zay Flowers, yeah.
Zay Flowers, fucking fast and can catch like Burner, man. Burner with goddamn speed. I mean, with hands. I mean, then that's what you look for. That's what you look for. Now, as far as what we got, the Falcons got, I would say somebody that is comparison to that right now. I'm not really sure. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That we have on roster right now that is considered aside from, you know what? Aside from your boy we picked up from Tampa Bay,
Scotty Miller.
Who can we truly say is that burner at a receiver for us?
Y'all do know Mac Hollins runs a 4-4, right?
Yeah.
Mac Hollins?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mac is fast, but that's the thing. We're not that type of offense that we need fast receivers. We need physical guys. We need physical guys that's going to create separation and make catches.
I give you that one. I give that's not our PO, but it's a need, I believe, for every team to have to provide that diversification upon the wide receiver core that's consistent. I mean, even with the Patriots, when the Tom Brady, run, they had sort of a burner and in their wide receiver core, and we may not have took it as a burner, but his route running would shadow it. It'll cover it up. But with his game speed, and that was not Danny Amendola. It's not Danny Amendola.
You talking about Chris Hogan?
Chris Hogan was definitely one. And his go-to man,
Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman was a great route runner.
Yeah.
Julian Edelman was great, and his game speed complemented his route running, or vice versa. So that's just what every team, Super Bowl caliber team needs, preferably. But I mean, he had Chris Hogan and Julian Edelman, and Danny Amendola all at one point
Yep.
at one time.
Mm-hmm.
So he had 3 slot guys with really 2 that could go spread outside at any point in time. I mean,
But let me tell you this though. I like the fast receivers, but let me tell you what you can do to disguise receivers that's not speedy. You know what you can do? You have an offensive line that can block for your quarterback.
Sure do.
That can take all day and make those passes. Look, the thing is about Chris Hogan and Edelman, they were fast, but it wasn't like track stars. What New England had, they had a line that can block for Brady, and Brady had all fucking day in the damn pocket to make the throws.
yeah, he did.
DBs can't cover forever.
Exactly. By the end of the third quarter, whatever, man, them DBs is tired.
Tired. They gassed me.
Yeah. Now what that's what I enjoy taking a page out of Kirby Smart book. As well as Nick Saban. He was good. His defense, his corners was trained up in this manner. Not last year, not in the past 2 years either. His DB been slipping for a minute, but in the past, the same with Kirby now. They have coverage sacks where, all right, you keep getting pressure and keep getting pressure on a play, but at the same time, don't let up in the secondary so that now this quarterback is in a frenzy and we done got to his throat. Now he's going to make harsh decisions, rash decisions, or not a decision at all and just fold up to the ground like Tom Brady do and just take that L, take that sack. But yeah, that's why I think with Coach Gray, we definitely finna have more of his coverage sacks. That's gonna make a big difference, and I'm all in it for Joseph, not Joseph Adai. Doing Gat boy, you got me thinking Joseph Adai, Jeff Okuda.
That Georgia Texas boy.
Oh, George, shoot! I thought he had invented another whole weapon. Talking about Gat X, the Gatling gun, Gat X. I got that Gat on me.
But yeah, as far as like to go back to the burners, who are the burners? Like Scotty Miller is a burner. That boy Penny Hart is a burner. Did y'all mention him? Did y'all mention Penny Hart?
Nope, sure didn't.
I was thinking him, but I was really thinking, boy, I think he was undrafted. They said Xavier
Malone.
What was his? Let me see. His 40
ran a
was
4.29.
Like a freaking 4.29.
Y'all talking about D'Angelo Malone?
D'Angelo Malone. Oh no, Xavier.
Xavier. You got 2 Malones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was undrafted. He ran a 4.29.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got listen. Some of these come back to say, I think, like if you go back to what you mentioned earlier about how you wish they would have got a guy in the draft a few years ago, Tony. You mentioned how you wish they would have got Tony.
Kadarius Tony.
Yeah. Kadarius Tony. So we have young guys who have speed. And then we got some guys that's been in the league for just a little minute now. And like Scotty Miller, who has speed. Penny Hart had speed. Penny Hart was just a second-year guy last year, I think, or was he a rookie? He was either a rookie or I think he was a second season guy.
I think he was a second season guy.
So this really only like his third season. So you got young guys who had his speed. You have to develop them. I don't see when we look around the league and we see guys that got speed, like McCole Hartman. We looked at McCole Hartman and seeing that he was available, and we was like, hey, I love to have a McCole Hartman on this team. I don't disagree. A guy like McCole Hartman, I would love to have him on this team. But if you have guys like a Penny Hart, like Scotty Miller, like Matt Hollins, who's a bigger guy, but he does run a 4.4. If you develop those guys into being those guys that can use their speed as a weapon, you got the right coaching staff, you got the right training staff. Those guys can develop into those guys that give you that burner aspect that you're looking for. But see, just being fast is more to it than being fast. You got to be able to scheme these guys to get open. They ain't gonna always just be able to rely on their speed to get open on their own.
Mac Hollins is a faster Keyshawn Johnson.
A faster who, OG?
Keyshawn Johnson.
Yeah, got that size.
Yeah.
Yeah, got that size, but got that speed too.
Got that speed too, yeah.
Yeah, Mac reminds me, and I like the Keyshawn Johnson comparison, but I also compare him to like just a slight bit version of y'all remember Hines Ward.
Oh yeah, that's my guy. Tough as nails. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that kind of
We getting off in the red air now. We talking about Hines Ward now. That was a different type of dude. All right, we ain't gonna toss that name around, a little light there.
You a bit different, bro.
I mean,
Times were different.
Too.
But I like the Keyshawn comparison though better though.
Thing is, Hines Ward was just a
dog.
He was a dog. He's actually more comparable to Drake. He's more comparable to Drake than anybody.
Yeah.
Drake who?
Drake London.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Drake London was compared to Hines Ward.
Not Hines Ward. Talking about Matt.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No, I'm comparing Drake London to Hines Ward.
Yeah, that's what he doing. Yeah. But you got to think about it. Both
I don't know about that one now.
London and Mac are pretty much very similar. This is why we brought Mac Hollins in. This is why we brought him in, because they're similar. They're a similar style of receivers.
They are. One is more physical than the other, though. We can conclude that. Now, hopefully, he takes on those attributes Drake does, and
Drake will eventually
not get the ball molested from him. But
hey, no more sleep.
This is why you brought in a Mac Hollins to pretty much help Drake become more of a physical receiver.
Yeah.
You need to bring in
Drake is a physical receiver though.
No, I've said what I said about who we need to bring in. We need to bring in doggone Roddy White.
Boy, them hands.
Y'all don't think Drake London is physical?
He is physical, but the part of where he need to be at, he's not there yet. He only played 1 year in the league. Like, the dude was used to playing in the Pac-12, man. And I'm not saying that Pac-12 doesn't have good DBs. They do. They just literally just had a DB that was drafted in the top 10 in Christian Gonzalez. But he's going to get there eventually. I really feel like this, and I don't know if y'all seen pictures of him in the offseason. He done put on some muscle mass.
Yeah, he done bulked up.
You might need to, I agree. I agree with that. Now, Brian Peoples, Drake London is Vincent Jackson.
These are good comparisons.
No.
These are good comparisons.
Vincent Jackson was a man child.
But you listen, Drake London is 6'5". Vincent Jackson, him and Vincent Jackson the same height, I think.
I can yes,
Neither Vincent Jackson wasn't the fastest guy, but he was good at using his body to get open, and he could jump for balls.
I've seen that a lot.
And he was damn good in the red zone. Now Drake London might have only been in the league 1 year, but he's shown us all of those things.
I guess I was comparing everything because when I think about Vincent Jackson, his body mass is more of a.
They got the similar build.
Vincent Jackson was pretty big, man.
You think about Vincent Jackson. You think about Vincent Jackson after a few years in the league when he started getting ripped and cut. He ain't coming in the league
that's the
like
only
that.
time I remember. I was very small.
But he didn't come in the league like that. But that's what I'm saying. He ain't come in the league like that. Most of these guys don't come in the league like that at receiver. They got to get that body. They got to get their bodies right at receiver when they come into the league.
This is true.
Drake London might not be all cut up, but he got that same size. It ain't just about being ripped. It's about the size factor.
Yeah, he do got size. He do got size. But I would put him rather in the T. Higgins-esque category. That T. Higgins do the same thing. He used his body and his length.
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
It's the same thing.
But that's why I'm looking at you like that, because I'm like, it's you making these are who these guys are compared to. Vincent Jackson, Hines Ward, Keyshawn Johnson.
Too small to be compared to Drake London to me.
Said Hines Ward was small.
How tall was Hines Ward then?
Huh?
Maybe an inch shorter. He was probably about 6
ain't no way no damn Hines Ward no inch shorter.
He played like he was taller.
Listen, let me look.
That's why I think he always played like he was taller.
I think Howard was 6'1", 6'2", something like that.
Okay, yeah, he was around that size.
Yeah, he wasn't no 6'3". He just played.
He was 6 foot. Howard was 6 foot.
Drake just looked.
Okay, he was small. He was a smaller guy. I don't know why I was thinking he was bigger.
Drake just looked small because he light skinned. Most light skinned people look small.
Look, man, look. Okay, look. No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, man. We ain't doing that.
But Hines Ward did play like he was a big receiver, though.
Yeah, he played like he was 6'5".
Yeah. It's about how they use. That's probably why I thought he was bigger than what he was. It's about how he used. It's about
him and Steve Smith played with that tough mentality.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And Drake London he's a physical receiver. Drake just got to hold on to the damn ball. Sometimes
that one thing he been working on. He's been working on the fumbles.
Sometimes he tried to be a little too physical, and he ain't dropped no ball though.
Yeah, he ain't dropped no ball. He just thought he could take on Aaron Donald by himself and got that thing stripped.
He thought that. What was that? The Saints game too?
So he tried to take on the whole Saints defense.
Yeah, he tried to take on about 3-4 niggas on the Saints and got it stripped.
Yeah,
he got it stripped. So it's just about taking care of the ball. That physicality, like Roddy would be a good guy to come in here and show him, but Roddy had a problem holding on to the damn ball his first couple seasons. But he'll be a good guy to come in here and tell him, hey, look, this is what I did. I wanted to continue to be physical, but I didn't want to keep putting my team in jeopardy of turning the ball over. I didn't want to keep being a liability out there on the field. So this is what I did to continue being physical and hold on to the damn ball.
Yeah, he held on to that ball with that run. He held on with that run.
I'm glad Ernest brought this up.
Our size is going to be a problem. Our size is going to be a problem. I mean, you got Kyle's 6'6", Juno 6'5". Goddamn Drake, he 6'4". Mac Hollins 6'4". I'm just saying, bruh. It's gonna
And then you got that quick
it's gonna be
package you can hit
awful.
her with OG. Then you got the
Oh man,
Scotty
look,
Miller and Bijan Robinson package you hit her
I
with.
keep saying it, disrespectful. Scotty Miller is disrespectful. I'm
Yeah, what I'm
trying to
saying,
tell
Scotty Miller,
you.
y'all, they gonna leave Scotty Miller open. I'm telling y'all, Scotty Miller is gonna be the X factor on this offense.
Open field, bro. You can't do that. Open field.
Cause they gonna be looking at Yanu Smith.
You gonna have Scotty Miller with somebody's third or fourth corner or a damn linebacker on him, bruh. Give him the authority. Okay.
But
That's
Des Maritta,
Okay.
man, I'm telling you, Des Maritta gonna see that, man. He gonna be picking every defense apart. Because the thing is, man, teams they gonna be looking at Kyle Pitts, then Drake London, then if we had Yanu, because if we lined up a 22 personnel, oh my goodness.
It's
Yanu
over.
and Kyle Pitts on the same field, yeah, it's gonna be hard for them to try to
Then
cover
you
that.
got Cardell Patterson to worry about. Who you gonna match up with Cardell Patterson?
That's who I was just
Right.
about to mention. That's who I was just about to mention. Instead of Scotty Miller being the X factor in those situations where the defense is all focused on, you know, the main guys we can say is Kyle, Jonnu, and Drake, as far as receiving go off rip. Then they gonna focus on Scotty after Jonnu because they know
Can't
how
focus on everybody.
That's what I'm saying. But the main focus is gonna be you're gonna have your two corners. All right, we got y'all over here with Kyle and whatchamacallit, Drake. Then we gotta have somebody, at least one dedicated all time to Jonnu because of the scheme that Arthur likes to play in. But then you're gonna have to have all the other focus aside from them on Scotty.
Name a linebacker duo you think could check Kyle Pitts and Juno Smith.
You ain't putting no linebacker on Kyle.
Let me tell you, the only linebacker core I know that can stop Pitts and Yanu is Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs, but both of them don't play no more. So that's question.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna say this. Think about that size in the running game and how it affects the running game. We already seen that having big right tackle with a motor and a left guard with a motor like Lindstrom and McGarry. That mean big physical play on the line in the running game. Think about that size playing a factor in the running game out there on the outside with Drake London and Mac Hollins. And then you include more tight ends. You include another guy like John Fitzpatrick, who's 6'7".
Right.
John Fitzpatrick is 6'7". Jonnu Smith. I mean, this dude got drafted as a blocking tight end. I don't think people really realize the magnitude of that. He was a blocking tight end and got drafted from the University of Georgia.
It just goes to show.
Oh, you must be talking about Fitzpatrick.
John Fitzpatrick. Am I going in and out?
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, hello, Michael.
Wow. Hi, great people.
You sound like what you call it, the Night Rider.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You know,
Countdown begins.
Yeah. So somebody kind of mad at me today. I don't know. I guess because he's been asking for it. So Anthony White, I hope you're not mad with me anymore.
He in the chat. He's in the chat. He in the chat.
I don't know. I'm hoping he isn't, so he can accept my unsincere apology.
Is he big mad? Is he real big mad at you?
Yeah, he's big mad. I mean, when you show your quote unquote Samuel, I'm gonna steal your thunder for a second. When you show that pink thong of yours, you do pink thong things. You do pink thong things. So he's probably angry with Senator Palpatine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Senator Palpatine he's one of those guys he's a little bit like to stir up a little trouble every once in a while. You know how Senator Palpatine is. Just a little bit. Just a stir.
Sound like somebody got caught bleeding.
Somebody coochie popping. They coochie popping, honey.
Oh yeah.
that sweaty 3 a.m. coochie popping too. There,
I didn't know I did that. I forgot. No, hell, you didn't. You know damn well you ain't forget you. You gonna do a damn video. He ain't did a damn video ever on AFN. And this bitch been open for 3 years. He ain't hopped on one time. And then I call him out on his marriage because I called him out on his marriage to Lamar Jackson. And now he want to do videos and show his face. So yay! I'm sorry. I just had to say that. I apologize.
Well, talk about this real quick since you brought up people being married to the Lamar Jackson idea of coming to Atlanta, and now their feelings is got them all butthurt. We talking about how the importance of the team around the quarterback position. Why everybody wants to put so much on the quarterback to where they're giving the impression that they're putting the success of a team all on a quarterback.
I got a better question. With 68 sacks from 2020 to now, why is the quarterback even the conversation?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Man, you can't be talking facts on here, OG. What's wrong with you, man?
That's the thing. That Sam pretty much brought it up. Like, I mean, I'm trying to wonder. Okay, I'm trying to wonder. Let me wonder. All right, like Fed say on that 70 show. Stop! I'm trying to wonder. So I wonder when you have an absence of an offensive line for I could say 8 years out of the 14 years Matt Ryan was the quarterback. 8 years out of the 14 years, we pretty much had bad offensive line. One, two things. The absence of great defensive line play as a whole. Now we've had good players. Big Beasley had a great year. Obviously, he had a couple good years. Didn't put up the numbers that we initially thought, but when you go back and look at his numbers, he wasn't as bad as people let it play out, and that's partially due to the fact that we had a fucking punk ass bitch as a head coach who succeeded to all the hate and the drama that was surrounding Vic Beasley. Vic Beasley shouldn't have been cut. I'm gonna just be real. We had a punk ass fucking general manager. We had a punk bitch ass head coach, and Vic should have never been. So that's one thing. That's two things. The third thing that I got.
Richard Smith should have never been fired, by the way.
Richard Smith should have been. There's a lot of people that shouldn't be fired. But the third one that I'm trying to wonder about, it's like I put out a stat earlier today, is why is the coochie cutter and the thong popping for guys like Justin Fields? Now everybody popping them thongs and coochie, putting on them coochie cutters for them when they got damn near the same numbers as a rookie quarterback. A rookie quarterback is averaging more passes per game than a guy that's been in the league for 2 years, going on his third year. Desmond Ridder in his 4 games averages about 177, nearly 178 passes yards per game. Does anybody want to take a wild guess that what there's Justin Fields, what his numbers are looking like?
It's trash. We don't need the actual number. It's trash.
It's 20 yards less than what we saying. It's 20 yards less, and this dude is considered the top 10 in quarterback play. So not only is he not outperforming the guy that y'all say who trash, but you're praising him for it and killing Desmond Ridder for it. So these are the things we're talking about when we say, all right, so why is it that for Justin Fields, it's okay for Justin Fields to pass for less than 200 yards a game, but when Desmond Ridder does it, it's a problem. These are the things we're talking about. Like this is why I say these types of things. And then you go look at, like I said, I'm a numbers guy, and I apologize. I'm babbling on about numbers, but like it pisses me off because.
You said it wrong. You supposed to say, "Well, I'm a numbers guy." Nature of the beast.
Shut up! I already knew you. But you have another guy that y'all call an MVP, and y'all want to pay $200 million to. This dude he averages about 200 yards per game too in his entire career. So the guy that we propose to be so trash as our quarterback, his numbers are damn near identical to the guy that y'all praising, Lamar Jackson and Justin Fields. Y'all don't think Desmond Ridder can't run? The dude run about 4.4. He's just as fast as Kyle Pitts. That's what people don't know. It's fucking disrespectful to say that this running game is not the best in the NFL. And yes, I say it's the best fucking running game in the NFL. We're number 3, and then our number one quarterback wasn't even running that much last year, and we still had one of the best running games. We did not have Desmond Ridder. He's a much faster and better athlete than Marcus Mariota is. And yes, I said it. He's a better athlete than Marcus Mariota. Look at the numbers. It's facts. And you trying to disrespect this man when he got better numbers, better passing yards, better college career, better NFL starting off, and y'all want to say that the Falcons are going to win 5 games? Come on, it's disrespectful, dog.
There's only one quarterback in history to have his first 100 pass attempts and not have an interception.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Number 9. For the Atlanta Falcons.
You have just been ready.
It's so many excuses. That's why it's just so many excuses. It's not even excuses. It's obvious and blatant bias. It's so y'all can't even come up with real reasons as to why he's not a good quarterback. You just say, well, his accuracy, like making up over how the completion percentage expected or whatever the fuck that shit means.
They always be making up these stupid ass like categories of stats that don't even exist, like route participation and shit.
Like that shit don't even make no sense. Completion percentage, completion percentage on expectation.
Oh, expectation.
Oh, that word right cancels that out all the way. You're assuming
who's expecting him to do a certain pass for a certain who is this? Who is this football god that came up with the expectation for how much of damn completions a damn quarterback's supposed to have?
It sounds like a woman. Listen. It sounds like a woman saying, "Well, I don't want to mess with you because your back shot expectations on it's."
Wow, man!
It sounds like something similar to that.
You don't make my cheeks clap the right percentage amount.
Y'all know how, bro. You know sometimes, man.
I need 80% cheek clap on every thrust. I ain't getting enough cheek clap on the thrust. But Will, I'm gonna go to you. Big Will on this. what has to happen? Let me ask you this question, Will. What has to happen, okay, for fans and the media to put more attention on the rest of the team and not just the quarterback? You there, Will? Big Will, you there? Will the George Reaper, you there?
He probably
What you
made
say?
somebody
Crack
do
this
the clap.
skull up and then pour a couple of gallons of common sense in them.
I was just about to say something like that, Sam. I was gonna say every Falcon fan needs to be taking a mandatory class of football 101.
You there for? Are you there, Will?
Yeah. I ain't know you talking about. I'm just listening to y'all, bro. What's up?
No, it's good. I asked you, what has to happen with this team for the media and the fans to start putting more focus on the rest of the team and not just the quarterback?
Hey, man, what's got to happen is the start of this season. So we done talking about this same shit, bro. The same doubt in this quarterback, the same doubt in this coach. It's just time to show y'all now. It's time to put up. It seems like a lot of y'all motherfuckers been in Missouri, so it's time to show y'all niggas, man. So it's just time to put up, bro. Because we talked about all the accolades, bro. We talked about all the play calling ability Arthur Smith got. We talked about all the reasons that they hate on the Falcons. Come on, bro. How much more they want to hear from us? How much more? We all know it's disrespect when y'all putting rookies over this man who ain't never stepped a feet in the NFL, played a down in the NFL, but y'all putting them over this dude, bro. We see the disrespect, bro. It's just gonna be time when the time for the season starts. It's time to show, bro. It's time to show. Ain't nothing else to say.
Let me ask you that same question, Denzel. Or who do you want to see them putting more attention into than just the quarterback?
Good question. Does it have to
Hold
be
up,
somebody?
Blackberry. Hey, your question was who else need to be critiqued?
Yeah, folks, just who else should they be focusing on this team outside of the quarterback?
Oh shit, I misunderstood the whole damn question. My fault. Oh
Damn.
I'm gonna have to say
I did ask it differently. It ain't your fault. I asked it differently to Denzel than I did to you. But yeah, you can go. You can answer it. Then Denzel, you can go.
I'm gonna have to go with OG. It's gonna be the defense, bro. We gave up 2,200 yard rushing with this defense. We got no more than what 20 sacks last year. Did we even have 20?
No.
No. Too short.
So
We'll $2
to be the
short.
defense, bro.
Well, Hassan Reddick had more sacks by himself than our whole defense did, bro.
That part,
man.
Don.
So
That part.
now that I understand the question correctly, I'm gonna have to say the defense, bro. Y'all gotta forgive me. I just got back from the cruise, man. I'm shit lagged. That's what we're gonna call it.
Oh yeah, we know. Oh yeah, I know what that's all
Still
about.
discombobulated a little bit.
Still got them mermaids on your mind.
Still got them wobble knees. My knees still wobbling.
But yeah, definitely. For me, y'all know it's been defense for me all season. Defense. I'm talking defense, baby, because I didn't care what we did in the draft and free agency. If I didn't see this defense, if I didn't see them trying to improve this defense, listen to my words. If I didn't see them trying to improve this defense, then I was going to be pissed the fuck off. I was going to be mad as fuck. If they would have gave into all of this quarterback shit and went and got Lamar Jackson, or would have drafted somebody who I feel like going to be sorry as hell, Anthony Richardson. If they would have did some shit like that, I would have been a pissed off Falcon fan. I would not have been a happy camper. You all would not want to do shows with me because every time it came up, I'd be shitting all over this front office. So for me, it was defense. And what did they do? The very first move they made was Jesse Bates. The very next move after that was David Onyemata, and then later on that week it was Caden Ellis. So, listen, there has to be some balance when it comes to what you want for your team. Yeah, we all want a quarterback that ain't gonna fuck up. We all want a quarterback that can throw a deep pass. We all want a quarterback that can extend plays. We all want that. But what else do you want?
Stability on the offensive line.
Say it again. Go ahead, Denzel.
Stability. What in all relationships do people value most? Trust. Trust
Absolutely.
in the damn process. Like goddamn your boy, the coach over there in Philadelphia 76ers. Trust in the process. He trusts that process. Now that process had gone to shits due to outside forces in Atlanta. Now, just like over here, you gotta trust. You have to want to trust in the offensive line, the people that's ultimately gonna be the deciding factor of every game, no matter what anyone says. The trenches is the most important. And what has been a sore in our ass more than
the offensive line and the defensive line.
The trenches have not been consistent.
It is trust. The main thing in a relationship is trust. But however, one thing I value in a relationship is consistency. Consistency is key.
So what you say? What you saying, Don? If you're gonna lie to me, at least lie to me on a regular basis. Don't fool me that you're a truth teller and then you just end up being a liar. At least I know you a liar.
Don't do this. Like, we have a solid game, against the 49ers, and then the next week we shit the damn bed. Like, you have to play consistency. That's all we ask for. Just be consistent. But consistently
go together though.
Yeah, trust and consistency. It's a symbiotic relationship.
Because only reason why I say I think it can go together.
Well, you can trust and believe you're gonna run their goddamn ball.
If you know somebody if you trust in some to fuck up, more than likely, consistently, they're gonna fuck more than they gonna do good. If you trust that somebody is gonna do good, more consistently, they're gonna do good.
Well, see, you want to know who I trust? Grady Jarrett. I trust Grady Jarrett. I trust Jake Matthews. I trusted Josh Harris when he was here, long snapper. I trusted Matt Ryan. I trusted Tony Gonzalez. I trust that Roddy White gonna be there on third down. I trusted that Julio was gonna be there to make a big play for you when you needed one. Trust has to be earned.
Yep.
And a lot of what people are mistaking our takes for is that we just trust everything and everybody on this team. You're mistaking trust with support. Now, I'm not going to support some hot garbage. I'm not going to trust that if we would have made a trade for Lamar Jackson, that I think Lamar Jackson is just about to show out for us and we about to be this Super Bowl contending football team when he ain't even been that for the team he owned with a top 5 defense year in and year out.
Say that again, Blackberry. I don't think they have it, bro.
Or with a top 10 running game year in and year out. I don't think
put it on a shirt.
Trust that. When we talk about earning trust, when we talk about trust in your organization, it starts with support. How can you count on your team to be able to develop that trust with you if you ain't even supporting them? They see you ain't supporting them. They see this. They see these things. We think they don't watch the media. They don't watch YouTube. They're not watching ESPN and FS1. They see this stuff. They already see that they get the disrespect from the global media. They already see that. So when they look on YouTube or look on Twitter or look on the Discord and see that they ain't even getting respect from their own fan base because they ain't being supported, how do you expect them to go out there and give it they all? Yeah, they get paid a lot of money to play a kids game, but at the end of the day, they're people. And people want to be supported. People want to know that they have your support in something that they're doing, as long as they ain't a jackass, as long as they ain't no asshole. Like your boy, what's his name? The receiver for the Steelers then went to Tampa Bay and took all their clothes off on the field. AB,
Antonio Brown.
As long as you ain't an asshole like Antonio Brown, you should get the support from your fan base. As long as you are not an asshole. When Caleb Huntley took over that number 2 running back position, when Cordell went down, he had our support. We seen the grind that dude had. We seen the grind he had to come back from injury and to make it off of practice squads. We saw the grind that boy had, so he had our support. So what he do? He go out there and he ball his ass off. So don't mistake trust with support. I support Desmond Ridder. I trust that he has a reliable left tackle that's going to keep people off his blind side. I trust that he got a right guard that's going to be dependable in Lindstrom. I trust he got a dog at right tackle in McGarry. I trust that he got dogs in the backfield. They've earned that trust. Al Jill has earned that trust. Cordell Patterson has earned that trust. So I support Desmond Ridder because he ain't an asshole. He ain't a jackass, and I see what he's capable of. You ain't got to look in the rest of it, and see, that's why I bring up the rest of those people around him on the team. That's why I bring up offensive linemen and running backs, wide receivers, Grady Jarrett on defense, because it's about what's around them. It's about what's around them. Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion, is the most gifted quarterback outside of Patrick Mahomes to ever come into the league at quarterback. But it's a reason why he ain't got but one ring. So it's about the team around them. It's just
it ain't just Aaron Rodgers' fault that he only got one ring. It's the organization of Mike McCarthy. How he created that's my point. I ain't saying it's his fault. That's my point. Yeah, that and like they pretty much totally forgot about the defense that they had in 2011. Well, 2011, 2010, and 11, because they had a great record in 2011. They just got beat by the Giants. But yeah,
because
it's a reason. Everybody wants this big time quarterback. Everybody wants that, but you're not looking at what they had around him. Ben Roethlisberger had a system around him that was built to last for decades to come. Tom Brady was in a system that was built to last.
Eli Manning had a system. He had a defense.
He had a defense and a run game.
And run game.
Same thing. I hate to say this, but Drew Brees had a system. Like they went away from it for a few years, but they had to figure out, like, we got to go back down this well to be successful again. They had a defense.
They had the trenches on lock. That's what they had.
They sure did.
They knew that. if we win here, Drew can take us anywhere.
They had a defense and they had a run game. And they had special teams. They had a good special team too.
Yeah, they did have good. Which also Arthur Smith takes a lot of focus in, unlike a lot of coaches do. Where they say they do. They probably just end up throwing it off to the coach. All right, well, make sure this is good and make sure that's good on game day and bring it back to me. And then if anything fucks up on special teams, then I'm chopping your ass off and everybody else. When you should have had focus on it the whole damn time as a head coach. But I don't. That's part of the reason why I always the biggest flaw I always had against Mr. What was I? Dan Quinn, aka Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No.
Very Quinn.
Yeah.
More like Dilberg.
Dilberg. Oh, goddamn Dilberg. Gilbert coming down.
Gilbert. Yeah, that was Gilbert.
Gilbert. Yeah, Gilbert. Jesus, that sounds more accurate. Gilbert.
Oh, guys. So I have to say this. So this is going. This is probably not going to shock people, but it's going to shock the living shit out of a lot of people. So I'm quiet in the back, and I'm doing a little research. And what I've come up with is the teams that have won 9+ games. The Minnesota Vikings obviously won 13 games. And then you look at the 49ers. Obviously, the 49ers were the 49ers. 13 games. Do you look at the numbers? The numbers offensively, a lot of those numbers are pretty much it's from number 1 spot all the way probably the 12th spot. All the offenses, most of the offenses from 24 all the way from like 20 points to 24 averages per game. So it's not much separating each top offense when it comes down to points per game. Then you look at the average per catch as far as, the passing games, it's almost identical from top to about all the way to 12. Almost identical number.
Hold on.
No. I gotta say this. But everything is pretty much identical. Almost identical. It's not much that separates from 1 all the way to 13. Not much offensive as far as the numbers are concerned, nothing. But this is where it gets good. Y'all want to know what separates the good teams from the bad team?
The kicker.
It's one category that separates the good from the bad.
Third down percentage.
There you go. That you go. Every team that have won when they won in double digits, these guys win on third downs. Offensively, they win on third down. So the Falcons, them being such a good team on third down, the average per pass is they're in the top 15 when it comes down to pass per game. They're in the top 15 is that. So the numbers offensively isn't bad. What they lack is getting off the field on third downs. All the great teams that win, these guys win on third down on offenses and the defense side. That's what separates the great teams from the good teams. Third down, getting off the field on third down. So the Falcons are not far off when it comes down to the numbers. You can look at it for yourself. Right? It's got Pro Football Reference. You can go look at the numbers yourself. Every team from the Falcons their third down percentage on defense is over 40%. Same for the Saints. The 49ers, their defense, they get off the field at about 39% of the time, 39% of the time. So they win more third downs than the other teams. That's what separates the good teams from the bad teams. If you got, and this is where I say having Bijan Robinson, Cordell Patterson, and Tyler Algier, we're gonna eat teams alive. Why? Because we have one of the best short yard backs and Tyler Algier. So many people are so focused on Cordell Patterson and Bijan Robinson with the big plays, but what's really gonna fuck them up is Tyler Algier. And having 3 defensive tackle rotation with Eddie Goldman, Omiyata, Grady Jarrett, they're gonna be able to stop the run. So we stop the run early, we're gonna have more opportunities to get after the pass rusher. So that's what separates the good team. Third down, winning on offense, continuously converting on third down, staying out of third downs. That's another thing, staying out of third downs and stopping teams on third downs on the defense. So we don't even have to have a bunch of sacks. We can have 30 sacks and still make the playoffs. But as long as we win on third downs, that's what's going to separate. That's what's going to get us to win.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Don. You wanted to say something? Right.
Don probably picked something to eat.
Well, OG wanted to touch on that.
I mean, well, you know.
While y'all laughing, I was getting me a piece of my plate.
I know.
Man, we gonna run the damn ball, and we gonna stop the motherfucking run. Here, I mean, again, 68 sacks in 3 years. $68. Let that sink in. 68 sacks. 68. And y'all out here trying to throw trash on the third round pick quarterback. I'm just making it make sense.
Or another that when I was looking at even at the knockdown,
appreciate you coming through real quick, man.
Yeah, happy birthday, dog. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, dog.
Yeah, happy birthday, dog.
I was looking at the knockdown, the sacks, and the pressures. It's not much that separate them from even the Saints last year. It's about 10. They got like 10 more sacks. Obviously, well, not sacks, but they got 10 more pressures, 10 more knockdowns, and obviously they converted more. They got more sacks, but like, look at the pressures, the knockdowns, all of that. They're hitting the quarterback. They're just not getting the sacks.
Yeah, that's
so it's like all the numbers. They getting there. It's just got.
Dean Pease did a good job at disrupting quarterbacks last year. He did.
Yeah,
it was the plays was there.
Mm-hmm.
We just didn't finish them.
The pressure has been there.
He said it in the press conference.
Them edge guys, they was getting pressure, man. AK was getting pressure. Lorenzo was getting pressure. They was getting pressure. Grady was getting pressure. The problem was the interior front. It just wasn't consistent enough, especially after TQ went out.
Oh yeah.
Look like you want to explode on that. And
Blackberry, how many times did I say that last year? Even before the season.
Every week. A lot.
I said that before the season even started. That we was trash at getting inside pressure. That's what needed to change. We had to change to get pressure.
It don't help. It don't help that you're not getting holding calls. We know that. It don't help. But the consistency has to be there with the interior pressure. Like Mike just explained to y'all, we wasn't that far off on pressures than the Skanks was. And we know the Skanks got a ton of pressure. We know they got it from the line, they got it from the linebacker group. But you have to have an interior presence. It can't just be about guys being able to hold their ground. Yeah. Abdullah and Horn, they was able to hold a ground, but when you needed them to collapse the pocket, they couldn't do that.
Nope.
This is why you brought in David Amiano.
Yeah, exactly. And Calais Campbell.
Because collapsing the pocket means everything, especially like Mike just gave y'all on third downs. Third down pressure has to be there. You have to be able to collapse that pocket. If a quarterback is just standing in the pocket, do a 5-step drop or a 3-step drop, and he's able to step up in the pocket every third down, that's a problem.
Hey, Blackberry. Which team had the best interior pressure last year in the NFL?
It might have been the Skanks.
No, it wasn't them.
Who was it?
The team that represented the NFC. It was the Philadelphia Eagles.
Absolutely. That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
That interior pressure is very important.
Hey,
they got rotation on that interior. Rotation more rotations than a Magic City Friday night.
Yep, they can rotate a lot of guys in and out.
I got two things. One, what happened to that pressure in the Super Bowl? Two, you know how many times we had third down and long, we couldn't get off the fucking field?
Yes.
I'm talking about. I ain't talking about no 3rd and 10. I ain't talking about that. No, I'm talking about 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20, and we can't get off the fucking field.
That's true.
Lord have mercy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because we got
wasn't there a big Chicago Bears play too that Justin Fields had? It was like third, bro. It was like 3rd and 13 or some shit.
It was.
We had a lot of 3rd and 10 pluses last season that was converted.
A whole lot.
Inside defense. A whole lot.
The biggest one. Oh my God. How did I forget this? Carolina Panthers, DJ Moore in the end zone.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that was actually a fourth. I think that was that a 3rd or 4th down? I think that was a 4th down. Was that a 3rd down? Either one.
It's still bad.
It's bad.
It's still bad.
But these are things we got to pay attention to when we talk about what we want for our football team. Your quarterback ain't the end all of your football team. These aspects are so important to winning football games. Being able to get off the field on third downs and having interior pressure. You got to know what the roles are for your teams. See, those edge guys, yeah, they're supposed to apply pressure, but they also got edge containment. So a lot of the times, most of the time, guess where that pressure got to come from? The middle. That's how it works. That's how defense is designed. It's designed to keep the outside from getting open, and it's designed to keep everybody in. You always when you play deep, if anybody ever played football before, on the defensive side of the ball, you're trained to make everybody go back inside. You don't want nobody going outside. So your edge guys, they have to contain the outside of the line of scrimmage. And then it's about applying pressure. But in that middle, you ain't containing shit. You trying to go and get some. You out there trying to go pull somebody's ass open in that backfield. That's what you trying to do in that middle. It ain't just about standing your ground. You need to move the line of scrimmage. See, I was coached by Q-Dog. I say this all the time. I know people probably getting tired of me saying I was coached by them old makers. So they some big Eddie Goldman looking ass some bitches. And they preached it. It was all they preached. In that middle, we gonna eat. We gonna eat in that middle. Everybody else, y'all gonna benefit from us eating up the middle. Y'all getting all the sides. We getting all the meats in the middle. So when we talking about other aspects of the team and team needs, what this team needs in the Falcons, nobody is saying anybody's wrong about the quarterback position. You absolutely need a quarterback that's reliable, that you can rely on. You do need a quarterback that can go out there and make a play for you when you need them to make a play. None of those things are wrong. But when y'all fixated on the quarterback so much, you're giving the impression, I'm not going to say what's on people's minds. I don't know what people are thinking, but you're giving the impression that it ends and begins with the quarterback, and it doesn't. And I got a special guest, man, just came in the building. My OG, your OG, everybody OG, True Hurts. What's going on with you, OG?
Man, it ain't a blue, it ain't a red, it ain't a pink, it's a blackberry. Listen, man, I've probably been here a whole hour and a half ago, man. Bro, I'm just sitting down. I kidnapped OG Big Sam. They dropped him out, and boy, I don't know this weather. My God, it ain't looking good out there. But what's happening though, man? What's cracking? What's cracking? What I heard y'all talking about the good damn quarterback. Lord have mercy. What's up? What is it, man? What now, bro? Why is the quarterback position the most polarizing position in all of sports? Why?
It's all they care about.
Well, they say it's the do all tell all of NFL. So that's why without it, what really impacts the game as much and who holds the ball as much?
I mean, I get it. I understand. But see, those are people. Those are not forward-thinking people. You know, those are lazy thinking people because that's the first thing that they see, and that's the only thing that matters to them. And that's the guy that looks the best when you soup him up the 99 on rookie mode on Madden. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
See, you know, I think that's the question. Why is the quarterback? We've only got 60 sacks in 3 years. Why?
On how many sacks in 3 years?
68.
68.
The Eagles had 70 last season alone.
God damn! In one season, they done topped over us in 3.
In the regular season.
Yeah.
That's a terrible ratio.
But OG True Hurts, a question I asked the panel was, who would you like to see the fan base and the media put more attention into on this team outside of the quarterback position?
Player or just position or
player, position, whatever.
The trenches. Group. Pay attention to the trenches, ladies and gentlemen, because that's where the game of football starts. Pay attention to listen. If the trenches ain't right, you ain't right.
Ain't nothing right. Yeah,
you ain't right. It ain't no different from a car. The engine ain't right. The car ain't right. A human body. If the heart ain't right, the body ain't right. Pay attention to the trenches. Last year, toward the end of last year, I noticed something about this coaching staff and the mindset of this coaching staff. They are establishing or reestablishing the trenches. Once you see that form or shape up, if you will, you're on your way. Because see, I'm gonna tell you something. In the NFL, not always the better team. Rarely do the best team always win it. But at least 60% of the time, the team that win the Super Bowl be the team that go in there hot. The Giants showed y'all that twice. They backed their way. The Giants did it twice, and the Steelers did it once. Back your way all the way through the wild card. Tom Brady did it 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. Back your way out of the wild card, and you win the Super Bowl. I keep telling people, the way the Falcons are forming and shaping right now at this point, winning the division means you get a home playoff game. So basically, you have your business at home. All you got to do is pretty much, after that, win one game on the road, and you win the Super Bowl. The formula is there. You got trenches on both sides of the football. You got trenches. If you can control the line of scrimmage, I'm not even worried about the skill position players. The quarterback, you can pay less attention to the quarterback because guess what? The quarterback a lot of times won't be put in positions where he's got to save the football team, kind of sort of like what our prior soon-to-be Hall of Fame quarterback was put through. I'm just calling it how I see it. Pay attention to the trenches, man. To answer your question, Black Bear, they just need to pay attention to the trenches. That's it. The trenches is what. Listen, you start feeling good about the trenches, then everything else gonna work. Look, everything else gonna work itself out.
Everything gonna work itself out, man.
Look. If you get more pass rush, look here. AJ Terrell gonna turn from a top 20 player in the NFL to a top 5 player. Grady Jarrett gonna finally get the respect as a defensive tackle that he been so long deserving. So the trenches is what intriguing to me. The trenches is what I think the fan base needs to start focusing on a little bit more outside of the quarterback. And I get it. The quarterback, it's easy to pay attention to the quarterback. But hey, man, about just like I was talking about building a house. Hey, you ain't gonna start first with the roof, and the quarterback is the roof. There you have
a foundation.
Chauncey.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts about Eddie Goldman?
Eddie Goldman. Who the hell?
He's about the same size as Chauncey, so he gonna like him.
What the hell? He ain't that damn. Chauncey ain't that damn big.
Yeah, he about the same size. He about the same size as Chauncey, so he gonna like him.
The hell you say he ain't that damn big?
You're a goddamn lie.
I don't know much
about goddamn townhouse on leg. The fuck you mean?
I didn't come here for this. I get back up off it now. I didn't come here. Look here. Black Bear. Look at Blackberry on the rec pit over here. See Blackberry. See this Blackberry loving this good entertainment on the rec pit. You know what I mean? Shout out to the rec pit.
And he a bully too. We done went to the Mexican restaurant. He done scared all the waitresses.
It ain't my fault that motherfucker can't understand my English.
That motherfucker, he in the talking that motherfucker like DMX.
Look, man.
No, not
so OG hung out the base.
Chips and cheese. Chips and cheese.
Look, man. Let me tell you something, man. It ain't hard. I want a queso dip with steak and shrimp. I don't want that damn chicken because ain't no tip, and I don't want that chicken or beef because I used to work at a Mexican restaurant and I know what y'all do to that shit. That's what I told that little girl. That little girl got the hell on and when they got somebody else.
Are you barking at her? Hell, I'd have got the hell on too.
I wasn't barking at her. I just told her. I made my order real plain.
Okay.
I want a queso.
I'm sorry. Of the two individuals, which one of you were 6'5", 300?
That does not matter. But I'm gentle as a giant.
The
Let
hell
it
you
go.
say? When your damn voice carry across the damn street. Chips and cheese. Queso.
Look here, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm a dark skin.
Shot the eye book dead ass wide open.
Look, man. Hey, my
Nacho.
bad.
Chips and cheese.
Y'all. My
Sam
bad
Johnson
for being a dark
Johnson
skin.
didn't come here.
Cheese,
I
goddamn.
can talk
He ain't
dark.
come here for this. He ain't come here for this.
I'm sorry. I talk dark skin. I'm dark skinned and I talk
He
dark
talked.
skin.
Damn. I'm telling you.
I ain't never heard dark skin people have their own language. God
He
damn.
talked dog.
Right.
Hey, if you ever seen the Boondocks, they had
See.
made for the Tyler Perry movie.
Oh,
I'm
man.
dark, I'm bald, and I don't like Jesus, and I don't like you.
My type of guy.
Just mad for no reason.
My type of guy.
All right, y'all. Hey, we gotta get some quick Braves talk in.
Oh Lord.
You damn right we do.
So we gonna start. We gonna go to you first, Ant. Then we'll go to Denzel. Ant, man, the Braves come back after this All-Star break and they are struggling. What's going on, Ant?
I seen this coming.
Yeah.
I already seen this coming. I said that our pitching has been suspect lately. Yeah, we've been winning. It's because of our damn offense.
It's been
Look,
suspect all season, in my opinion.
bro, we just gave up 16 runs just a couple of days ago. And somebody told me that, but it was a close game. You need to chill out. Bitch, what? I need to chill out. We just gave up 16 runs. Are you kidding me?
That's football score, man. That's
Hold on. We done lost at that point. We've lost 3 in a row. Are we seriously gonna turn a blind eye to that shit? Really?
Hell yeah, we're gonna turn the blind eye to it.
Well, y'all can turn a blind eye to that shit.
Why would you turn the
We
blind
need
eye to it?
Because it's the Braves.
Nah,
Y'all act like this is
that's not
damn.
good enough, Mike.
Y'all act like this the Colorado Rockies or something. This ain't Colorado.
I'm sorry, Mike. I can't take that.
Hey, OG, I'm gonna be disrespectful and just say I'm sorry, Blackbeard, but I want to hear what OG got to say because he's smirking over there. Never mind. I'll sit back. Oh,
no. Let Denzel get his take then. I want to hear what Charleston got to say too.
Yeah.
He over there licking his tongue.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Go ahead, Denzel.
Make sure Ant good. Ant, you good?
Oh yeah,
I'm
get it all
good.
off your chest, bro. Get it all off.
No, I'm good.
I know Ant don't like bad pitching at all, so I know he's gonna be biased when it comes to the Braves.
I can't stand bad. I hate bad pitching.
I can't stand that shit.
Me and Ant them talked about that, bro.
Look, but
go ahead, Denzel. Go ahead, bro.
We talked about it.
you can't help but
I'd rather it
hate
happen.
it,
I'd rather it happen now than happen in the playoffs.
Hey, Denzel, please.
Go ahead, Denzel.
I just want to get to the baseball expert. He's a coach. He done played the game himself. I just ain't no disrespect nobody, but Chauncey is the expert in when it comes down to this baseball shit.
Yeah, you know that licking his lips and everything. You can't wait to get his input. But go ahead, Denzel.
So Mad Mike.
Hold on,
I
y'all.
could be wrong.
Hold on.
I could be wrong. That's why I said I'm. And them, they got the heads up on it. They got the heads up on me in baseball. I don't follow baseball like I used to.
So, Mad Mike, I got a question. I got a question for you, Mad Mike. So, you don't think this is a sinking Titanic right now on the Braves?
Oh, what? The Titanic? Hell no. What the fuck we need to sink the ship for?
I'm just asking the question, man.
Nah, hell no.
I don't believe that either. I just ask.
Nah, I definitely. Go ahead, Denzel.
Let's take a trip back to that 16-13 Falcons versus Washington Commanders game that we just showed. We just seen 2 days ago with the Braves in Arizona.
Don't talk about that shit.
I wasn't there, so don't talk about that.
Coach, it needs to be
Oh,
said.
yeah.
It needs to be said. Look up. So we got to talk about it. He's an all-star, but he's the first all-star. Bryce Elder. Bryce Elder, that game and his last game he pitched, they was terrible. I ain't gonna lie. This one was worse than the one before though. And once again, offense was keeping us in it. So
Hey, my fault. Hey.
Innings pitched.
My fault, bro. But didn't I tell y'all about the damn pitching coach? What I say about the pitching coach and what Mike can say when I said the pitching coach? I said this pitching coach ain't worth a damn. Oh, the ERA is still good. I said it, but y'all kept, you know what I'm saying? We've been talking about it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I just had to say it. Go ahead.
Thank you, Wood. Thank you.
The core or the coach?
Coach.
The coach?
Talking about Rick Crandall?
Yeah, Rick been doing good.
Ain't no way you doing good.
He been doing good.
This pitching been exploding like this, bro. This pitching been exploding like this. How many bad outings Bryce Elder done had?
2.
Wait now. You talking about this season? His last, you can say his last 3 outings was bad first. At the end of his first, he had that front before the last 2. The one he had up, I think he didn't even make it a 5 in his own thing. I think he did make it a 5, and that's when they got him out.
That's when they got him out. They started lighting him up or something.
In the 5th. So true. Now we have to remember, you have to add the good with the bad here. Bryce Elder was not even probably gonna be in the darn lineup at all at the beginning of this season. Remember, it was really Mike Soroka that was supposed to be the that 5th starter.
Hey, but
he was hoping on Soroka. He wasn't hoping on Elder.
Bring him up.
Hold on. Will let him.
Go ahead.
You wasn't hoping on Elder. Nobody was. Elder put himself in. He worked his ass off to get in that conversation that everybody at the beginning of the season was saying. Soroka on his return. Soroka, he looking good. The timetable for him coming back. He's been pitching good up in Gwinnett. He's been lights out. When they gonna bring him up? Then more injuries start happening. All right, now, God damn it, bring the boy down here. Now we need help. So same with Nick Anderson. Same with it was another cat that pitched. What is Gary Rodriguez? Good God, man, who are these people? They wasn't supposed to be here. We have to include that in this argument. They wasn't supposed to be here. Michael Tonkin. Tonkin, period. Yeah, Michael Tonkin. He actually remember.
Yeah.
I like Tonkin, actually. I like
Tonkin. Tonkin's good. Jimenez. Kirby Yates is by far the most irritating person on that damn.
Bro. Oh my God.
A Texas Ranger villain.
Not a Texas Ranger.
He just keep getting his ass whooped by what was the Texas Ranger main character name? Damn it, I forgot. But he just keep getting his ass whooped. Yeah, and he won't stop. Just put him out shoot him in the back in the damn shed or something. God damn it, end the misery. He's struggling out here.
All right, I said we were gonna go to time, but let go. Will sound like he want to get something off his chest.
Yeah, he's chomping at the bit.
Go ahead, Will.
Man, I've been goddamn crying about this pitching, the pitching coach, man. I still think he's a good pitching coach. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's been doing enough, bro. He ain't been doing enough. When Bryce Elder started to get good, because he took that trip down to Gwinnett. Now, it wasn't Kranitz who got him on point. He had to take that trip to Gwinnett to get his bearings together. work on a couple pitches. Now we see Strider only had 2 pitches. When they see this boy, when his team start getting hip to his pitches, why not have him work on another pitch? Why not
I
have
think
him
it's too
work on
late for
another
that.
pitch?
I think it's too late for that, man. You got to go what you got right
It
now.
might be
That's
too
what I
late
think.
for that, Will.
It's never too late to work on another pitch,
It
bro.
is in the middle of the season. You got to go with what you got. You can't be playing with pitches. You're gonna throw the
Yeah.
rest of your pitches off.
But you
They ain't
know
got time for that. They ain't got
hold
time
on,
for
though.
pitching
Hold up. But you
development
know,
during the season.
they got virtual games that they use for the players coming off injuries that they go down there and pitch some innings. He could have went down there and worked on a couple pitches down there, bro.
They pitch simulated games.
Yeah, they got
You
simulated
can't work on a
games
pitch
set up down there that he can work on other pitches.
I'll wait.
Yeah, but you talking about
During the course of the
implementing a whole
game,
new pitch.
No, I ain't talking
that's
about
way
when
too.
I ain't talking about when it's his turn to pitch. I'm talking about when he got free
Yeah,
time. He can go down
you know
there.
what you're saying, but that
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. I just think it's too late.
I
You do
think so
that in
too.
training camp in the off season. That's what I.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think you
He
can do that during
he
the
got
season.
another pitch.
He don't
He
use
just
it
don't
right.
use it like that.
The changeup.
Yeah.
Only
It's a
thing
That
reason
shit
for
ain't
that
working. He
though.
ain't gonna
He's
throw
a,
it.
and that
it,
slider.
yeah, it ain't working.
Using
Why
that
throw that?
changeup, no, when he came back and he started using that changeup, he was getting out.
Yeah.
But
He's
then when
not
he went back
confident
to
in
them
it.
2 pitches, yeah,
That,
that's the
that,
point. That's the point right there. He ain't confident
I
in
mean,
his
that's
pitch.
the whole point. Like, look, I pitched a little bit myself. All right, what you don't want to do is be up there throwing pitches you're not really confident in. Never want to be up there throwing stuff that just all right, just to be, to show something different because baseball players are real smart. I'll just let Chauncey take.
But listen though, Mike, this the problem I got with our pitching staff. We got a great defense behind us. Just go out there and attack these batters. Stop trying to be pretty, bro. Don't come trying to strike out everybody with a back door slider and you know what I'm saying, front door curveball and shit like that. Come on, just go after these batters, bro. Let your defense do their job. We got all-star defense behind them, bro.
Well, not Will. We've been fucking up lately.
They've been playing stupid lately, man. After they break,
We've
they've
been
been
fucking
doing
up
some
lately.
stupid. They've been doing some stupid stuff after they
We've
break.
been overrunning some shit.
We usually
Hey,
have good defense.
Chauncey's jumping at the bit, man.
Go ahead, Chauncey. Go ahead, Chauncey.
I'm gonna get to him, but I asked Mikey about old boy's changeup one time before, about a month ago, and I asked him that kind of the question to that Will. What's something else that dude can throw in there? Because his changeup, they kind of like they getting to where they know where that ball gonna be at now. These batters, these hitters, but like he said, it ain't about him putting something else in there. It's just about that boy doing the work to make that changeup be effective consistently. So throwing another pitch, trying to get this dude to learn another pitch to where he can master it or even just be good at another pitch to put in his arsenal. You don't do that during the season.
Hey, but look, Blackbear, whose job is it to sweet talk these pitchers?
That's not his.
Sweet little net.
That's not his job.
That's not his job. That's not his job. No, it's not. That's not his job. His job is to manage the pitching staff. His job is not to force them to throw. This is what they do. This is what they do when they go down to when they go to AAA. They try to figure out what their pitches are and what they need to be working on. What you need to be working on because they have a plan. Every time they sign a player, draft a player, they have a plan for these guys. They eliminate pitches and they told them to work on certain things. They don't tell you to go out. All right, you got this and got this. They have a plan for you.
Yeah, he can't be the damn. He can't get these guys' mind right. He can only give these guys the tools. He can't give them the whole toolbox. You know what I'm saying? But Coach, we gonna go to you, but let's get Chauncey in here, and then we'll go to Coach. Braves came back struggling, Chauncey, after that All-Star break. They struggling.
I kind of Tell y'all,
You
don't.
did.
I
That's
said, I said that. I said,
yeah.
listen, man.
Mhm.
Listen,
Yep.
man. Them guys, pitchers and catchers report in February. Okay, and if you're a team like the Braves, you're playing all the way through almost the 1st of November. They're gonna be all right, man. They're gonna be all right. They start the season off crazy. Everybody was having fucking panic attacks, and then next thing you know, they right now they lost what they lost 5 straight.
4. Yeah, 4. I think 4.
They
Yeah,
done broke. They broke it today.
Oh, okay, they won today. Okay, look, man, they're gonna be all right. Listen, a pitcher slump look worse than a hitter slump because a pitcher pitches every 5 days. So if he have back-to-back bad outings, now he just became the single most worst pitcher in baseball history. Bryce Elder gonna be all right. Listen, y'all panicking, bro. It's hard to keep up that the way the Braves is playing on a historic pace. It's hard to keep up a historic pace like that. Furthermore, they took 8 people out to Seattle. Man, them guys went out there. They loosened up a little bit. They families out there, and they just look, man. They came back, and they gonna be a little bit off. They'll be all right. They have the train back rolling probably within the next 5 to 7 days, and we'll be laughing about this. As far as the arms, Rick Kranitz can't treat no arms. Only thing Rick Kranitz can do is try to, like Mike said, manage the pitching staff. He got to manage the pitching staff. He got to make sure guys ain't being overworked, underworked. You got to make sure guys are being. Right now, you got more situational pitchers. You got guys that, like, you may have a guy even though he's a left-handed pitcher, but lefties killed him. He better against right-handed pitchers. Y'all just relax, man. They're gonna be all right. I'm not even concerned. I'm not the least bit concerned. Now the bullpen sometimes can be concerning. I mean,
Sometimes.
I get it, man. I understand. Trust me, this shit is annoying because okay, Rasul, look here. We brought you in here
Thank you.
to be that
Thank
guy.
you.
We brought you in here to be that guy now. All right. I don't need you blowing too many more. Okay, I get it now. I get it. You're gonna blow leads. I understand that. But I don't need you.
Every game, Charles.
Now, as for
This been our close of the last 3 years, though. All our close gave us a heart attack.
As for Spencer Strider, first of all, I'm gonna go on record to say I think he's a closer. I said that first. I said I think I was one of the first to say that I think he's a closer. With that being said, since he's still a starter, yes, you can work on pitchers during the season. The reason why he in particular can work on pitches during the season because of the type of pitches that he throws. He can work on anything on the fastball tree. I don't understand why he's just throwing a four-seamer. Like you can work with it with the same arm action. You can throw. All he got to do is add a sinker. He add a sinker and a cutter with his velo, and he's Bob Gibson. He will be virtually unhittable because you're throwing that shit with some movement. Okay, a lot of guys who flamethrowers like Spencer Strider, they scared to throw changeups because it's a mental thing. Like, it would change. Listen, if you throw 101 mile an hour fastball and a dude hit it to the moon, so what? You're gonna try to throw it 102. But if you throw a 86 mile an hour changeup and somebody hit it to the battery, now you feel like, damn, I should have threw my fastball. A lot of flamethrowers, they hate throwing changeups, but that's their off speed. A changeup has to be the off speed for a flamethrower like Spencer Strider. He averaged 97 to 99 per pitch, and he do his high stress level pitches. All Spencer Strider got to do, because right now all he's doing is throwing his fastball changeup. He's throwing four-seamer, regular changeup. All he got to do is add a circle change. He add a circle change, which is all this is the same arm action, y'all. You ain't got to do
the same action, just different come off.
Arm action, that football curve shit. Hey, look, all you got to do same arm action. Cutter, which goes away from left-handers, and a sinker that drops down. All they got to do is work on that same arm action, just different grip. You can do that. You could damn near do that during a game. But a lot of these young cats is coming up. They believe in their fastball so much. They believe in it because that's all they've been taught. That's all they've been taught. Velo is the thing. Velo is the thing. But yet we watched a guy here who came here about 92 or 93 and pitched for about 12 years, who had a 77 pitch, who threw a 77 pitch complete game, and never threw the same pitch twice, and he never touched 90. He never touched 90.
Who was that? Glavin?
Greg Maddux threw a 77 pitch.
77. Yep,
He threw a
77.
77 pitch, 9 in a game.
Shit, that's crazy.
Because you know what?
Because he trusted his defense, OG.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense.
Contact.
But he was dropping that damn low and outside change up in there, and they kept swinging at that shit, and they kept hitting them damn ground balls.
Now,
Bro,
Maddux, I
77
think Maddux
pitches
was more of a
in a
master
full game. That's
speed
crazy.
on his own. See, Maddux throw two different types of two-seam fastballs. I don't know how the fuck he's able to do that. Greg Maddux threw two different
That's
types.
the way you just manipulate your. I like for me, I always had trouble throwing that split finger. For whatever, it just hurt my arm.
Well,
always hit my elbow.
You know what? If it was hurting your arm, you probably wasn't doing it right.
Yeah.
Splitter, listen, everything on the fastball tree is the same arm action.
Mm-hmm.
Splitter, cutter, forkball, circle change, regular change, 4-seam, 2-seam, sinker. All that shit is the same arm action. It's just the grip of the baseball. That's why I said Spencer can work on another pitch. Like I said, really, all he got to do if he throw a cutter, he either got to get another change up. If he throw the cut, if he add the cutter and the sinker, he is Bob Gibson. With his
Damn, Mike, you had a problem splitting your fingers with them long ass fingers you got, them long ass hands.
I split it like Chunky said. I was probably throwing it wrong, but I always
There's a
had.
certain kind of way you got to.
You gotta hold. Yeah.
That splitter, if you ain't got the right particular grip, man,
It can hurt your arm. It can really hurt your arm.
You throw that shit in the
You have to remember, you holding a baseball, not a throat.
Let's see those uncalled. Now see if I had to be in there, you cussing me out, y'all.
He gonna get it. He gonna get it.
Did the rest pit. You can do it. You say, hey, I don't give a fuck. But
oh shit, I'm watching the green. Aaron McDonald bring her Jake ass back in the winning streak ends.
Oh damn! Will. You know what? I don't talk enough about them Dream Girls. They've been balling, but we gonna talk about them.
Yeah, they was on a 7-game winning streak with Aaron McDonald had hurt.
It broke today.
Doing their thing. Them Dream Girls, them Atlanta Dream been doing their thing, man. But coach,
7-1 last 8 games, baby.
Let you jump in here, coach. About these Braves coming back struggling.
Well, if you think about it, like you said earlier, they just got off the All-Star break. And think about it. Now you go get the team's best. You're not gonna get those guys that just coming into the face. They're gonna get their best.
Yep.
So everybody's giving the Braves their best right now. But you gotta think about it also, if you look at the batting, the pitchings of the different teams, they're not giving the Braves those, like, we're coming at you. We're going to make you swing at the ball. So you got to do your best to hit these balls now. So they're not going to give you those, we're trying to beat you with the fastball and stuff now. And then they using a lot of different skills, different angles of throwing the ball. They're not throwing it on the hood anymore. So the Braves got to bat better now because these guys going to give them their best now.
Well, you see, and to piggyback on what Coach said, listen, man. The word on the Braves is don't throw them no fastball.
Exactly.
The Braves set a fucking record for home runs in the first half of the season. They done talked about that all around the league on All-Star break. Don't throw them no fastball. Make them beat your off speed.
They still hit a lot of them in that White Sox series, but
because they just aliens like that. They're gonna still hit homers. But that's the scoop on the Braves. Don't throw no fastball.
And you get it
Well,
down the middle.
we came back hitting, bro. We just scored 13 runs on the Diamondbacks and still lost the game.
Listen, I'm gonna tell
Man,
you.
we spoiled ass brats. They keep it real.
13.
The
You a
Braves are
spoiled
spoiled.
ass brat
You know
right
what?
now. We some spoiled ass damn brats.
You took it from us. The
We
Braves.
on a
You
historic,
took it from me,
and
but
we
the
up here
Braves
talking
have
about.
spoiled us, man. That's why I was over here laughing. I said we sound like a bunch of spoiled ass fans right now because the Braves done spoiled us. It wasn't that I was chopping at the bitch and talk. I was laughing because I'm like, you listen to they spoil. Listen to they spoil ass. Look, boy. You listen to that Will over there whining. I'm about to send Will some Kleenex. Listen to that Blackberry
No,
over there.
these are
I'm
concerns
just
right here.
laughing. Listen
Ain't
to
no
Ant.
way you
Look,
score
Ant
13
always
runs
whining.
and
You know,
not,
Ant
I
ain't never
mean, lose that
satisfied.
game.
He's okay.
And ain't satisfied for nothing, boy.
Ant ain't never satisfied.
Well, thing is, let me tell you, I feel me and Ant, we can't stand bad pitching, bro.
I get
And
it.
we've been on this damn bullpen ass
I
all
get it.
season.
I
We've been on
understand.
their ass for the last 3 seasons. The
Yeah.
last 3.
I get it.
Me
I
and
get
Ant,
it.
but
Look,
see,
Will,
it
me and Ant
does.
be arguing. Look, me and Ant be arguing all the time like that. Ant, don't start that shit. Don't start all the goddamn. Don't
But
start
hey,
all that
man,
complaining.
some got,
I can't
Ant be
stand
complaining at the top
that.
of the second.
some got to shake with this bullpen for the Braves, man.
They gonna
I'm
probably
tired. I'm tired of giving up leads like this, man. It's crazy.
Double A for to give me my wish.
Like you want Chapman here.
I want Chapman. I want him. I want Chapman.
That'll set us apart.
I'm good with that.
Give me Chapman. Give me somebody who saying you not gonna hit me. Give me Chapman.
Move Glaciers to the 8.
No. Make it real simple.
Lefty and righty.
Put hey, if it's 2 or more, listen. If it's all depending on who coming up. If they lefties get run rollers, they run righties run running Glaciers because he murders righties. The Glaciers have his problem with them lefties.
Well, real quick, y'all. Let's get into this. Let's talk on these Hawks real quick before we close it out.
Wait, Darren. Let me. I don't know if one announcement concerning the Braves.
Go ahead.
I don't know if y'all are seeing this yesterday. Max Fried is slated to throw 5 innings tonight in Gwinnett. If this works out well, he could be back in the starting lineup next week.
Yeah,
they need him.
I'm expecting him and our right to be back within the next 5 to 7 days.
Right not supposed to be back till August, actually. Mid-August, beginning of August.
They changed it then.
Yeah, they changed it. Fried was progressing the whole time faster than him. So he was always slated to be back before Wright, but I ain't heard nothing about Wright.
What happened with Wright? What he got, some elbow problem? He got some elbow shit.
I think he was the elbow.
Yeah, you can't rush that. You can't rush your elbow, Jack.
I don't think Wright coming back this year.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
Well, no, that was the initial report. I think that was the initial report that he wasn't going
to go. It's just like Thompson saying, you can't rush that.
You can't rush them elbows now, because once you go see Dr. James Andrews, that's 12 to 18 months, or maybe 12 months to damn near 3 years. It's 2 things you don't want. You don't want what Michael Soroka got down there behind that foot. Now, above that foot and behind that ankle, you don't want that, and you don't want that none of that elbow action.
I think that's what the initial report after Wright's injury was, that he was probably out for the season.
Yeah.
They started talking about him coming back when they seen Fried was
I'll tell y'all something. At his age, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that because we can win it without him. We can win it without him.
I agree.
I'm cool with taking that time on that boy. Don't mess that boy up. Don't mess that boy up. If we got to sit him for the rest of the year, and look, man, Double A know what to do. If we got to go out there and get us a solid number 2 guy. Get us a solid number two, 3 type guy. Because you're gonna need at least in a 7-game series, you're gonna need at least 3 starters, 3 dogs.
Oh, we know, yeah.
In a 7-game series, best 3 out of 5, you can make it. You can make it with 2 starters and a bullpen. But in that 7-game series,
best 3 out of 5, you can just hit the ball out the damn park for a couple games, and you can sneak up on the 3rd game.
I'm gonna tell you, Brian Snicker. Because now Brian Snicker, I love Snick, but I kind of been iffy on him. But I think the best job he did as a manager was how he managed that goddamn bullpen in 2021. How he managed that bro. Do y'all know we won 3 bullpen games in the playoffs?
Yep.
Right, yeah.
And everybody was scratching their head like, what the hell is he doing having another bullpen
Even Luke
game?
Jackson came in there. Listen, look, the Brain fan ready to run Luke Jackson out of town during the regular season, but they had a Luke Jackson that goddamn ball in the playoffs.
And he took care of business.
Look, one of his arms was kind of shaky, but he got out of it.
Magic was the hero, man. I'm telling you, he came in clutch.
But what Tyler Massick did, Tyler Massick, he should have got MVP consideration in that NLCS.
Yeah.
At least consideration, yeah.
At least consideration.
What he did against the Dodgers, he bowed his. It's a phrase that they use in baseball called "bowing your neck." He bowed his neck.
Yeah.
Him and AJ Minter was definitely clutch.
All the lefties, AJ, Massick, and Will Smith, all of them bowed their neck.
Yeah, they sure did. But hey, y'all, real quick, man. Me and Ant today, we were on a space on Twitter.
We talk Hawks TV.
We talk Hawks TV on Twitter, and shout out to them. They had a space today. They was discussing pretty much mostly what they wanted to discuss was contracts and how front office should manage contracting players and what makes a front office a good front office. But a lot of what came up a lot was these rumors surrounding making possible trades to the Toronto Raptors for Pascal Siakam. Now, myself and another guy, I don't remember his name, on the space, we brought up the opinion, in our opinion, that a lot of what you get out of Pascal Siakam in Toronto, as far as like what you ask of him to do, meaning not the production he gives you, but what you ask of him, spacing the floor and being able to get rebounds, perimeter defense, all that good stuff. And as well as still having a somewhat of a presence on the way to the basket, not necessarily under the basket. We felt like Mohamed Gay is a guy that can give you those intangibles. He already gives you a lot of what Pascal Siakam gives you as far as talent-wise. He can develop into a Pascal Siakam caliber type of a player. Now, we got muted because the host of the show did not want us comparing a rookie to a veteran. Who,
Demond or the little 16-year-old boy?
No, it wasn't we talk Hawks.
It was another space.
Yeah, it was
we talk Hawks TV.
No, it was
that was Demond called.
No, it wasn't. It's not. It wasn't we talk.
Oh,
Hawks.
That's not his space.
Okay. No, it wasn't we talk Hawks. It was Hawks talk fans or something like that. I'll find it. Let me get it right.
Okay. Nevertheless, okay. Fuck who they is, because when you told me they muted you, they in a sack of shit status to me anyway. So, but first of all, he's got a better shot than Pascal Siakam. Okay, he can shoot better than Pascal Siakam. Now, can he put the ball on the floor better than Pascal Siakam? Not at this moment.
Hawks fan TV. Hawks fan TV.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. He's a better shooter. But just me looking at him, He's a better shooter than Pascal Siakam. He's a better post defender already than Pascal Siakam. He still need to work on his perimeter defense. He still need to work on putting the ball on the floor. But listen, at this point, I'm gonna say what I said last year. Fuck Pascal Siakam. All right. If we ain't made the move yet, why the hell we acting so desperate? Is that a move that's listen? Do y'all think, based on what they're asking for in the trade, this for everybody on this panel who Hawks fans, does that move put us over the top? Look at what they're asking for in the deal. Does that move put us over the top?
No.
I say no.
They want Clint Capella, they want DeAndre Hunter, and they want picks.
The one I seen, they want Capella, Hunter, Sadiq Bey, and a first rounder.
Yeah, I seen one with Bey in there too.
That's the one I seen. What about y'all?
No, no, hell no. It don't put us over the top.
Hunter and Bey supposed to go to Toronto. Capella supposed to go to Dallas.
Dallas, yeah.
And we supposed to get JaVale McGee to come. JaVale McGee to come back with Pascal Siakam.
Right.
Does that put us over the hump?
No.
It makes us better. I think it makes us better.
I don't think it put us over the hump.
It makes us a possible conference final contender. You could possibly back your way into a conference final, but you got to consider what's going out the door. I know folks got their opinion about Clint and Dre and even Sadiq, but you got to consider, you got to factor in what they are good at and what they help the team at. What's going up out of here? You sending a whole lot of defense up out of here. Even a lot of defense. You sending a whole lot of defense up out of here. You sending a talented offensive threat, a guy who can start for you or coming off the bench up out of here. We don't need to do that 2 years in a row because we did it last year with Kevin Huerter. We traded Kevin Huerter for nothing. I don't give a shit about no move. Listen, if you want to run my blood pressure up 20 degrees, go to talking about we did it to get up under the damn luxury tax. If you want to run my blood pressure up 20 degrees, or 20 whatever, tell me we did that dumb shit to get up under a funky ass luxury tax.
That's what they gonna tell you though.
No, damn all that. You don't move a guy like that. You don't move a young stud like that. You don't move nobody like that just to get up under a luxury tax. That's stupid.
That's what they gonna tell you.
You know what? The Hawks irritate me, bro. You know what? I'm gonna let y'all have the rest. They irritate me.
Like losing Clint Capella and gaining JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee can get boards, but he ain't Clint Capella getting boards. Clint Capella give you a lot of He give you a lot of second chance opportunities.
JaVale McGee is good for what he do. Good reserve center, veteran, come off the bench. Every now and then he give you a 16, 18 point game. You know, he gonna defend the rim. He gonna dive on loose flow, but he gonna also have Shaq in the fool moments. You know, but
that JaVale McGee. Matter of fact, period. Because I was an advocate of getting Pascal Siakam. Not too long ago on here, and I said I wanted Pascal Siakam. That was before Summer League when I said this. Before Summer League, because the bench doesn't give me any. It wasn't giving me any hope like it was when we had Danilo coming off the bench with Bogut, and Lou Will still able.
We should have found a way to keep Gallo, bro. We should have found a way to keep Gallo, even that meant. I ain't trying to cut y'all, but I just heard you mention Gallo. We should have found a way to keep him. Even if
it was hard to keep Gallo. It was hard to keep Gallo due to his age, I believe. And what they should have got in return for it. Now, that goes along with that, whole trade with San Antonio. But
I mean, they needed his contract. They needed his contract to facilitate the Murray deal. But once San Antonio released him, we should have brought him back, bro. Even though he was hurt last year.
He was hurt. He was hurt. So I give you that. But that giving up that amount of capital for Pascal, no, I don't. I never agree with giving up Griffin, AJ. I'm like, because people want AJ and they linked his daddy being the coach over there to it. I'm like, no,
his daddy just took the job in Milwaukee. His daddy's the Milwaukee. Head coach. Yeah, he's the Milwaukee head coach.
Oh, okay. So now I never agree with that. Griffin, I never agreed with. I didn't want I know they asked about possibly double O, and I'm like, that's a negative already. But you want to give up Sadiq Bey and DeAndre Hunter? Negative all the way. Now, if possible, giving up just Clint and DeAndre, I can see that in 3-way.
Why do everybody want to get rid of Clint Capella so bad?
I don't want to get rid of Clint Capella, but
listen.
If you not for JaVale McGee, and
he's not exciting enough to these dumbass fans. See, I'm about to start I'm going to go to one of my dumb motherfucking rants. I'm about to go to one of my dumb motherfucking rants. See, I'm about to
conjuring up.
Shut the
I don't understand.
Every time I come on the Blackberry show, I lose my religion. I'm not coming on here no more. I swear to God, I ain't coming on here no more.
You gonna come back on here. You gonna come back on here.
I ain't coming back. I'm just gonna watch. I swear to God. Because the Hawks irritate me, bro.
Then what they don't like about him though? Because I fuck with him. Now, could he be better in clutch times when you got
better in what way?
Just get the
better
bunny.
In what way though?
Just get
better
the bunny.
In what way?
Just get the bunny. That's all you want him to do.
Ain't blew no game.
That's what people most mad about is that for one, he's not. I'm
finna get started, Mike. I'm finna get started
with the 3-point.
Hey, I'll say go ahead because I don't know what the hell you talking about. This Clint Capella, he ain't supposed to be no 3-point shooter.
Clint Capella ain't blowed no game.
People mad about
he just ain't
why
looking.
He can't shoot.
He just ain't looking how a lot of these dumbass fans want him to look. Like I be hearing this dumbass narrative about him clogging up the lane. How he clog up the lane when they don't call no plays for him?
He clogged up the lane. Last time I checked, clogging up the lane is what he's supposed to do. You talking about on the offensive end?
Yeah, I mean, they say clog up the lane, but how's he clogging up the lane when he ain't even getting no plays called for? All they do is throw a lob. How's he clogging up the lane?
He ain't never got in Treyway. He ain't never got in DeAndre way.
Like a lot of folks just say dumb shit because it makes sense to them.
Yeah, that's just dumb, man. Listen, Clint Capella has been last season. He was the most consistent player out of everybody on the damn team. He gave you the boards. He gave you what he was gonna give you on under the basket, offensively and defensively. He gave you everything he's supposed to give you. I don't understand. This dude has been the most consistent rebounder in the league outside of your boy that used to be in Utah. He's been the most consistent rebounder in the league. He's been the most consistent defender in the league.
That man been top. That man top 5 in rebound. That man top 5 in rebounding and blocks and field goal percentage every year, bro.
And he's always top 5 in offensive boards, giving you them second chance points.
Yeah, bro. But
go ahead, Coach.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. That's just like having that in the lane consistency stats. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we have.
What is that in the lane? What is that?
That's exactly what they're saying.
What is with people just making up fucking shit, man?
They create. Listen. When they lack knowledge, they create. When they lack knowledge, they create dumb narratives. It goes to show you. That's why I have my dumb motherfucker rants. By the way, one coming to you. Make sure y'all check him. check me out on Truth TV with it too. But listen, they just come up with dumb narratives because it don't even make sense. Well, at least we're gonna have Clint here clogging the lane. Don't clog up the lane, dumbass.
I want him in there.
I'm trying to figure out why is that a problem? Him clogging up the damn lane. Why is that?
Where is a big supposed to go? Dummy?
Exactly.
I'm telling you,
He ain't
they
never
want
got
them
in
to go,
Treyway.
well,
They want to do what that B do, go out way outside, then come to the lane and he falling
Yup.
himself.
There you go. There you
Listen,
go.
listen. The only place that style of basketball don't work at is in Golden State. Everybody let it go. Everybody need to let that go right now because the whole damn league done tried to do a Golden State, and the only somebody that been able to do a Golden State is Golden State. Go out there and play basketball and win the game.
Yeah, man.
Denver won a world title not doing the Golden State. They ran their offense through their center position.
That's right. But hey, we gonna start closing this thing out, y'all.
Got me started, Blackberry. See what you know what, Blackberry? That's that Don King. You on the Don King shit, Blackberry. You knew I was just too calm over here. You knew how to run my blood pressure up, Blackberry. You knew how to run my blood pressure.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, not he innocent. Okay.
I didn't do anything.
Hey,
But,
Chauncey, it ain't him doing it. It's this damn heat y'all got down here.
Oh yeah, that right. Coach is in the A-town, y'all.
Boy,
It
is hot as hell down here. Y'all crazy.
I tried to tell you, Coach. I tried to tell you.
It was this morning. It was 80 degrees at sunrise.
Yes, it was.
That was crazy. But hey, man, we're gonna start closing this thing on now. I gotta get downstairs. I gotta eat some food. Big Ant. Hold my Ant.
You know what? I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm chilling.
You're a damn lie. Shit,
hell no, you ain't gonna work.
Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. You know you won't do it.
Work me into it, Mike. You can find me on Twitter, Big Ant Truth, on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just look up Big Ant. Y'all have a great night. Catch y'all some other time.
And I don't know why you ain't
What's going on? What's up with that, Ant?
And I don't know why you ain't winning there and changed it, bro. You know, every time
Great job,
see it,
and I'm proud of you. You didn't fall for it. Because I'd have fell for it. Because Mike irritates me bad. So and I let him do it. See, I would have fell for it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He ain't gonna get me this time.
Yeah.
Go ahead, close by DW.
Good for me.
And I'm so proud of you. I am. Right now, me and him arguing.
You can find me, DW himself, on OnlyFans.
Nigga, what?
Ain't that some freaky shit? Ain't that OnlyFans some freaky shit?
He said that's some freaky shit.
Ain't that
DW.
No, I don't know. Talk to me. Ain't this some freaky shit?
Manscaped.
It's some freaky shit.
Manscaped.
I don't know.
Dude, come on. Go get you some. But hey,
you know old school, man. I still drive down Stewart Avenue looking for my $40.
Oh Lord.
Oh God. What have I started?
Not Stewart L. Oh
Bro, you know what that
Nope. We shall not incriminate ourselves.
No.
Close yourself out, DW, before this shit get crazy. That. Come on.
IG see true you, man. IG see true you, man. Come on, man. Hey, God. Next, please, God.
Big Will. Close them out, man. Will, the Georgia Reaper.
Yeah, he probably choking out one of them Brady pictures right about now.
Don't tell you. Hey, You can find Will the Georgia Reaper on YouTube. Will the Georgia Reaper. You can find him right here on Atlanta Falcon Nation, on Blackbeard Rich Channel, on Georgia Sports Nation. He knows all his shit about baseball, football, basketball. That boy just know his shit. Will, you there? All right, we gonna move on. But Mad Mike, Senator Palpatine.
I want to say that Mr. OG Truth hurts. You hurt my feelings today, man. It's like I'm kind of real mad about that. All I was just trying to do was just help him. He just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I don't know where our relationship going, bro. I thought we was cool. You just doing me like that? That's all right. That's all right, man. But you can find me on Mad Mike Sports and AFN. His ass is not coming back, okay? He ain't coming back at all. So OG Truth hurt. This is the last time you gonna see him.
Sound like Mike mad.
Sound like he big mad, like Anthony White.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, big man.
Big man.
All right, Don. You there, Don? Close them out.
If he ain't got a mouthful of food.
What?
Y'all have been at
What is wrong with
y'all?
y'all?
An hour ago.
I told you, hey, I was like done. I told you eating. Never mind. I was about to say that. I ain't gonna do it like that.
Don't do it, Mike.
I ain't gonna do him like that.
Don't you do that, Skip.
Just
Hey man, find me on Coach Unchained on Instagram, YouTube, yeah, and everything. But anyway, man, hey, y'all people in the A, y'all got some problem. That heat gonna kill y'all.
it's hot as hell right here. Ain't lying, Coach.
How y'all do it? I'm happy for y'all. But
see,
next week,
you went over there to the Pacific Rim, Coach. And young became a little house nigga. Now see,
I know what they call
it on the Pacific Rim.
I was saying what this heat stay like this one. But anyway, man, hey, the city is beautiful, man. I tell y'all, it's just too hot to be walking outside in this shit. So, but anyway, man, been a great show. So
yeah, man, it's been a great show, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out Coach Unchained.
Well,
when your next show, Coach? This Saturday?
Hell no.
we got shit going on.
We got some business Saturday. That's
we got some shit to do this Saturday. That's right.
Saturday.
I'll be back the following week, though. I won't be back this week. I'll still be down here. So, I got family union early, then we got the thing that night.
Yeah. So hey, listen, man. Hey, and Coach, what's tomorrow Friday?
Say it again.
I was thinking maybe we can link up tomorrow, but I gotta go do some shit.
Me too. I got family stuff still. Yeah.
Yeah. So Saturday we will all be at Atlanta Falcons Nation Red and Black event. You can find it on Eventbrite. Tickets are $10. The proceeds will be going to a good cause, underprivileged kids, school supplies. So we doing something that's for a good cause, and we also are going to live it up and celebrate one another with each other, get to know one another, get to know the fan base. You get to know Atlanta Falcons Nation. You get to know Blackberry Lorex. You get to know Mad Mike and the Dunn and Big Ant. You get to know K Styles, etc., Drew Talk Sports, Coach Unchained. You're going to get to know the crew. We going to get to know you. So y'all make sure y'all go on Eventbrite. What you say?
Yeah. They don't want to get to know me. I ain't shit.
Well, you just told them everything they need to know right there. You ain't shit.
You got a ball in your hand when you see him.
Go on Eventbrite and look up Atlanta Falcons Nation or AFN Red and Black event. this Saturday, July 22nd in Atlanta. It's going to be a good time, y'all. We're going to parlay and we're going to carpet them. It's going to be a good time. But y'all know what it is with me. It's the home team and nothing but the home team, baby. You can catch me right here on Atlanta Falcon Nation. If you haven't subscribed, I ask that you subscribe now. Let's get Chauncey. Chauncey, go ahead. Chauncey, you got one last thing you want to say. I know you heard Mike. I know you heard what he had to say.
God damn, Blackberry, he probably didn't hear me. Damn.
Yeah,
Snickering and shit.
Mike, I heard you. I heard you, Michael, and I'm very, very.
He heard
I'm truly appalled. I'm truly appalled at what you said, Michael. Look here, man. Hey, y'all already know how I do it. OG True First at OG True First on Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you catch my channel at OG. At Truth with a 2 TV, man. Hey, that's all I got, man. For everybody on here, Big Ant, Will, Coach, Mad Mike, Blackberry Lorex. I left somebody out.
Don.
On the black, listen, what is this? The Rex Pit. On the Rex Pit, y'all already know how we do it, okay? And make sure you get the way you're going to get on Saturday, July the 22nd. We always seek and speak on the Rex Pit, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Blackberry, take us home.
And with that being said, catch us on the flip side. Home team.
Home team.
Peace.